but genuinely, I was recording the first video I'd recorded since earning the new one for the gaming channel, and this just fell off the wall, almost as if it was saying, Kev, my time here is done. Needs a polish. It needs some of the dents wiping out of it. But, oh, I never realised the little triangle was actually stuck onto the mirror. Thought it was painted on. Yeah, but it basically said, Kev, my time here is done. It's time for me to retire to the living room where the whole family can enjoy me. This feels like a space for a LOLLUJO plaque. So I guess we're going plaqueless for a little while until the new one arrives. Thank you to everyone who got involved last night. It was mad. If you haven't seen the stream replay from over on YouTube, because we jumped over to YouTube at 10 and kind of watched it happen all together. It was a moment. It was lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the pre-stream stream, by the way. This is where the cool kids hang. The stream itself was starting at 7 o'clock. I can see there's subs flowing in already. We're already hitting a hype train. Oh, the madness continues. Martin, thank you for 14 months. Martin says envelope, not envelope. Good work, Martin. Gambling Blues in for 12 months. A full year, your nuts changed colour. Magnificent stuff. And also Connor Does Stuff in for 17 months. Thank you very much to all three of you. Yeah, I did tweet earlier that if you say mustache rather than mustache, or envelope rather than envelope, we need to work on your pronunciation. We have some things that we need to fix. It is going to be a stream of two halves this evening, as you can see from what we've got just here, kind of here. Raid Shadow Legends are back in again. So we are going to be starting off with Football Manager. But then in the second half of the stream, we're going to switch over, play some Raid Shadow Legends. The same thing as ever. We've got a target for a certain number of raid downloads. And depending on how close we get to the target, whether we hit the target, that dictates how much they'll pay me. We've got a week to get there. The actual eventual target they've set is 75 downloads. But it's downloads with a twist. There's two twists. Twist number one is you also have to level up to level 10, which I think will probably take about half an hour. I didn't time it when I did it, but there's a little bit more work involved from you. But obviously, if you're sticking around to watch me play it, you can play along with me. But yeah, it's download on a fresh account, so it can't. If you've had it before, it won't count. So downloads of Raid Shadow Legends through my link, which you can get with !raid. Get to level 10. But the other twist is if you're on a new iPhone, or an iPhone that's got the latest iOS on, and this bit is mental. I don't know how this is going to affect advertising on social media going forward. But the latest iPhone software, the latest iOS, because of the privacy features on there, there's no way for them to track whether you did it through the link on the latest version of iOS. So if you have a fully up-to-date iPhone and you want to help out, you'll have to click the link on your PC, download it, set up your account. You can then still play it on your phone, but that initial getting the game has to be done on a device that is trackable. So an Android phone, an older iPhone, or a PC, or Mac, which I think. They only said iPhone. It's iOS, which is the issue. So who knows? We'll see. We've got a lower target than normal. We've never not hit one of these campaigns. We've got 75 to do before this time next week. Obviously, this is our third run through with Raid Shadow Legends. So if there's any of you who've not downloaded it yet, this is going to be interesting. I don't know if there's going to be any of you who've not downloaded it yet. If there are, I'd really appreciate your help, because we've got to buy a TV cabinet that's £880, and this will pay for it. But yeah, come on in, Dave. Dave's joining us. Lovely. How do I say caramel? Caramel, because that's how you say caramel. Caramel. Could you not find someone to make one custom? I don't really want to get someone to do the covered custom. I want to get it from the people who make furniture specific for autistic people, specific for this purpose, because then we know it's going to be absolutely spot on what we need, rather than getting someone to do a custom one, which will probably be just as much and it not really being fit for purpose. So anyway, let's play some Football Manager. We're going to be playing Football Manager for a bit, probably around 8ish. We'll switch over to play Raid for a few hours, and then if I'm feeling really fruity, we might jump back into FM afterwards. Talking of FM, by the way, I don't want this to be just advertising tonight. If you haven't bought Football Manager yet, it's only £16 through 2Game at the moment with the discount that SI have put on for the Euros and the extra 10% discount you get for me on 2Game. You can pick up FM21 for 16 quid using my link and my discount code. So 16 quid is incredible value for a game that's still got 6 months left in it before the new one comes out. So go do. Right, we're just going to continue where we left off last night. We had started this season really well. We actually got through to the Belarusian Cup final where we were 1-0 up with like 10 minutes to go. And then it all fell apart. We ended up losing the game. And from there, we've not really been the same side. I think we were third in the league going into the cup final, and it knocked the stuffing out of us a little bit. And we're now down to... What are we down to? Gambling Blues. Oh my word.
12.5% of the way to Andy's TV cabin.
That is ridiculous, and you absolutely didn't need to do that. Thank you though. That is incredibly generous. Thank you very much. Please, everybody else, don't feel that you need to do stuff like that. Just downloading Raid Shadow Legends will get us there. If we get 75 people to do that, that will pay for the cupboard. But all the same, thank you very much. That is very kind of you. My word. That's thrown me a little bit. That's a ridiculous donation. Thank you very much. Ooh. Ooh, I need the air conditioning on to calm me down after that. Been doing this 6 years and still don't really know how to react to stuff like that happening. Thank you. I forgot completely what I was saying now. I need to compose myself with my beverage. Oh, blimey. So yeah, this is what the league table looks like. We're just outside the European qualification spots. So we need to get back inside the European qualification spots. It's a 30-game season, so we're just past the halfway point. And yeah, we should hopefully start picking up some wins again and push on. Glider Dan, I absolutely did order a paddling pool, specifically a doggy paddling pool, recommended by Kimmy. So yeah, fingers crossed it gets the job done. Now you don't have to do the raid stream. I mean, if another 7 people did exactly the same thing, that pays for the cupboard. Then get another one of you in to pay for the game, and then a couple more to give us a bit left over, then we don't need to do the raid. So yeah, if 10 more of you want to follow the lead, we'll bin raid off, burn that bridge. That won't go down well. I'm going to stream in the pool with Dave. Probably not with Dave. The reason we got a doggy one is so that Dave can't just destroy it, because obviously we remember the one I got for the intro of Apollon. The plan was for us to have that as a paddling pool for the kids to use as well, because it was an inflatable one. Dave just bit it immediately and then dragged it around the garden, and it popped because he's a nutcase. So we've now got one that he can't just burst. It's hard-sided. I do need to try and figure out the logistics of how we're going to do this on Sunday, because I don't really know what you lot are expecting. What I might do is just do my stream as normal, and then at the end of the stream, figure out, can you stream on Twitch from a phone? Just kind of go out and jump in the pool at the end of the stream or something. I don't know, because you realise I can't play Football Manager in a paddling pool, and I can't bring my setup outside to do it either. So it's going to be probably a webcam into a laptop with really bad audio. It's another one of those things that you think you want, and you might enjoy the novelty of it for a minute or two. You're not going to want to watch me sit in a paddling pool for 3 hours, though. So, yeah, as DJ G Lover, or DJ Glover, DJ G Lover. I mean, it's probably DJ Glover, but I prefer DJ G Lover, because I think that's awesome. But as they say, we could just get in a pool at 10. How cold will it be at 10? If I fill it up at 7, how cold is it going to be at 10? Am I going to want to do that? YouTube stream on my phone. Actually, doing it as a YouTube stream on my phone probably makes more sense, as it is to celebrate 100,000 subs on YouTube. So we could potentially do the Twitch stream as normal, and then at the end of the Twitch stream, go live on YouTube, which you can do straight from a phone, and then just get in the pool for 5 minutes on YouTube at 10 o'clock at night and have both Anna and my neighbors be furious with me. That might be the best way to do it. Because I was thinking, I was all for it until I started thinking about how it works. I don't think you've got as much reason to sit and watch me in my swimming costume for hours as you have to watch your typical hot tub streamer. I think they have a little something extra that allows their streams to remain engaging when all they're doing is sitting in a pool writing names on their leg. I don't know if me doing that has I don't know if that's got 3 hours of content in it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Just move the setup and get a longer cord. No, I'm not going to do that. I did say to Anna, I could just perhaps set the pool up in here. Apparently that's a bad idea as well. Bearing in mind both my PCs are on the floor. That's probably a bad idea for me to have a pool full of water on the same floor as 5 grand's worth of PC. My discount code for FM21 is LOLLUJO. It's on the 2Game website. I think if you do !FM21 in the chat, it will take you to the link where you can use my discount code, and then you can get it for £16 with the code LOLLUJO. You're right, it doesn't have 3 hours of content, it has 6. If I believed you'd all watch for that amount of time, I would be all for doing it. I can just imagine myself sitting in a pool for 3 hours, freezing my testicles off for 9 people to watch. That doesn't really appeal to me. There's your posture check. 24 hours of content. A 24-hour overnight stream in a paddling pool in my garden. I think that's the fast track to getting arrested. I'm not quite sure what I'd be getting arrested for. I feel like I'd end up getting arrested. Oh dear. Right. Are we playing a football match at some point this evening? I would very much like to play a football match. Apparently we're trying to sign this guy. This isn't anything that I've been involved in. This is my director of football's done all of this, I think. Unless we set this deal up last night. I don't know whether this was us last night or my director of football, but either way, he looks like a decent player. I don't know if... Are we in the transfer window at the moment? Can we register this guy straight away? Can we buy him now? We must have 500 quid to buy him now. The thing is, was there any point in doing it? I've just spent 500 quid. Was there any point in doing that? Can we register him before the end of the season? Or have I just wasted £500? The registration window... Oh, it is open now, so we can register him now. So there is a benefit to doing that. That wasn't dumb. We can register him immediately. So that's probably pretty handy, actually. So let's welcome him in. Give him a squad number. And get him registered into the squad. He doesn't like the fact that that guy's arrived. I mean, you've never played... I mean, I don't know how to break this to you, Mikhail. But believe it or not, the arrival of that guy has no impact on how many games you're likely to play this season. Because you weren't playing any games anyway, you nut muffin. You can just leave. Get out of my football club. He's no longer worried. Fantastic. Do a 3-hour stream from the hot tub and then make a vlog video saying you spent the night in the pool as clickbait. Oh dear. No one's gonna watch either of those things. I'm a fat guy who's nearly 40. People don't want to see me in my swimming costume. Estonia just won the Baltic Cup. What, in real life or in game? I have no concept of how likely that is to happen in either scenario. Right, so this is our new boy. He is a playmaker. Excellent. In real life.
Kevin, are you looking forward to the Euros, and if so, who do you think will win? I think France will, and England will get to the quarterfinals.
Alfie, thank you very much for the sub, and it's almost as if you watched my predictions that we did on stream last night, because I also think France will win, and I also think they will knock England out in the quarterfinals. We were talking about it last night. England's best hope of progressing in the tournament is to lose on Sunday. We've got to finish second in our group. because finishing first or third leads to a terrible tie in the next round. If we can finish second in the group, we've got a good chance of playing Sweden in the round of 16, which means we should at least get to the quarterfinals. But if we win our group, we're getting knocked out in the round of 16, because then if we win the group, we have to play second place in the group of death. So what's that? Germany, Portugal, or Spain? Is it? Are they the three in that group? No, Germany, France, Portugal, isn't it? And there's no way we're beating any of those three. So we get knocked out in the first knockout round if we win the group. So let's not win the group, eh? Eh? Yeah. I'd pay good money to see Anna wax my legs. How much is good money? Everybody has a price. You know, I'm a big fan of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Everybody has a price. My price is quite high though. Make me an offer. Badger Licking Live, boys and girls. You know the rules of Badger Licking Live. We could beat Germany, but we won't, will we? Because England are not a very good team. When was the last time you saw England beat anyone good in a competitive match? And by good, I mean the calibre of Germany, France, Portugal, that kind of level. When was the last time you saw England beat a team of that calibre in a competitive international? That's what I've been saying to everyone, but everyone says you have to beat the best to be the best. Finishing second. Done us well in the World Cup in 2018. Yeah. Maybe you should be blaming Southgate for having 18 right-backs in the squad. He's only got 3 now, hasn't he? 3 right-backs in a squad of 26 isn't excessive, I don't think. Spain in the Nations League. No, Nations League absolutely doesn't count. You must have missed the bit where I said competitive international. Yeah, the 5-1 against Germany. And what was that? 20 years ago? I'm pretty sure I was living in my first flat when I watched that game. So that would have been 2001. So it's 20 years since we beat anyone good in a competitive international. And even that was a qualifier. That wasn't a tournament. When was the last time England beat anyone any good in a tournament? It ain't happening. And this is certainly not the strongest England squad. I mean, you look back at England squads from the last 10 tournaments. This has got to be one of the weakest ones, hasn't it? We might be starting Tyrone Mings, for goodness sake. When was the last time a player that poor started for England in a major tournament finals? England in 2018 was potential, now we're in 2021 and it's still potential. Yeah, because half of the ones who had potential have been moved on. And it's now a bunch of others who... I mean, so many of that 2018 squad aren't in this squad. I've never known a squad that has so many players who've never been into a tournament before. Which I guess goes one of two ways. I imagine people said similar things about France in 1998. That was a very young, untried squad, and they went and won the World Cup. So, I guess there's always a ridiculous possibility. That ain't gonna happen, is it? Unless the likes of Foden and Sancho and Bellingham are actually the very best young players in the world, it ain't happening. It's a good squad, and that's all it is. All the English people are acting like it's a strong squad, but compared to others, it's not that good. I mean, you just have to look at the back 4, back 5, whatever it's going to end up being. Throw the goalkeeper in there as well. Look at the defence. It doesn't matter how many good attacking players we've got. We've only really got one striker and he doesn't fit into the system. Even though he scored all those goals at the World Cup. Yeah, more than half of them are penalties. So we've got a good striker but doesn't really fit into the system. We've got some good attacking players to play around him, but we never play them all together. And the defence is absolute dross. So, yeah, it ain't happening. When you're starting Euros with Jordan Pickford, you know you're screwed. I'm more worried about the potential of Tyrone Mings being in the team. We ain't winning it. As English just hype a rubbish squad all the time. I haven't even seen much of that. I mean, I don't really engage with football Twitter or consume much football media. I've seen very little people actually thinking England are going to win the thing. I think people are quite realistic about it, aren't they? Or am I just looking in the wrong places? Who do I support in the Prem? Nobody. I support Peterborough, and that is that. You can only support one team. They're the rules. I don't get this supporting multiple teams. Malarkey. Malarkey. Isn't it English to assume you're going to get knocked out? I'd like to think so. But then the "it's coming home" hashtag gets up and running, doesn't it? And I create an entire imaginary football club off the back of it. It's where home came from 3 years ago. Jordan Pickford looked good because he faces 20 shots a game at Sunderland. Bound to save some. We all know when we reach the round of 16, all of this conversation will be complete opposite from the chat. Do you reckon? I think if, I mean, I've said it multiple times, I'll keep saying it. I think if we win the group, that's it, we're done. What date is around a 16? We can then decide the date we're done. So the 27th, Sunday the 27th, if we win our group, we're playing 5 o'clock, Sunday the 27th, that's when we get knocked out. So we've then got 2 more weeks of the tournament where we can just watch the good teams play. Are you one of those people that think it's all doom and gloom, then you win, then you get a win, then another, you start to believe, only for them to throw it away and you're down? I don't ever remember getting a win and then another. England are always awful. I was genuinely surprised that England got as far as they did at the World Cup, and not at all surprised when we got knocked out the first time we played anyone any good. So it's not that I'm doom and gloom. I'd like to think I'm being realistic. I'm as impartial as I can be. I look at that. I just look at those defenders and that goalkeeper. We've got you have to go gung-ho and outscore the opposition, and I just don't think you do that. Because I don't watch the Premier League, this one's going to upset any Spurs fans that are in. I hear good things about him, but because I don't watch the Premier League and I've only ever seen him play for England, I don't think I've ever seen Harry Kane have a good game. So I don't really get what the fuss is about. I get that he works at Spurs and he's, you know, and whatever they do, it's all fancy. But for England, name the last time Harry Kane had a really good match-winning performance in an England shirt. And if you say Panama to me, I would have had a match-winning performance against them. So it doesn't matter how good all the attacking midfielders are. You can't play them all. And if they don't work with Kane, it doesn't work. say you're pessimistic or optimistic? I'd say I'm pessimistic in that. In general, in life, I'm incredibly optimistic. I'm an optimistic realist. If I think there's a chance, then I'll remove any doubt and go all in. I just don't think England have a chance this summer. Was his hat-trick against Monte? I don't know who his hat-trick was against. It was 3 years ago. Whoever he scored the hat-trick against. But that was all set pieces and penalties and stuff, wasn't it? I don't know. I don't get it with him. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a Spurs game with him in the team. I'm that uninterested. But whatever Spurs do, if he's as good as people say he is, then England need to play however Spurs play to get the best out of Kane. But then, of course, Spurs never win anything. So maybe you drop Kane and play a striker who works with how England play. Maybe you go full Man City and don't play a striker. When we started talking about 100k last night, did you think you'd hit it by the end of the evening? As soon as it started to be all we were talking about, yeah. Once we put the counter on, I know you lot are suckers for a counter. As soon as that counter was there, it was like, yeah, this is happening now. It was the counter that did it. You just need a better manager who brings an entire defence with him. Yeah. What we needed is when Laporte was magically finding his Spanish passport, we needed to just slip an English passport into his backpack. Spain didn't need any more defenders. Anyone who thinks England will get further than the quarterfinals is not in touch with reality. I mean, this might be the first time we've ever agreed. This is worrying. Check out for any other signs of the apocalypse. EA got hacked. FIFA 21 and Frostbite engine source codes were stolen. Yikes. Yeah, Spain have got so many defenders they can leave Ramos out of the squad. Meanwhile, Laporte is first name on the team sheet if he magically becomes English. Why don't we ever get anyone like that? I guess Declan Rice was quite a similar situation. We've got Mings and White. Get Mings out of there. Ben White was great for Posh 2 years ago when he was playing for us. That is not a recommendation to get a player in the England squad. Yeah, Ben White was great in League One 2 years ago. I would say he was one of our best 3 or 4 defenders 2 years ago in League One. Read into that what you will. Tony for England next year. I hope so. I think England would benefit from having someone like Tony in the team. Stones is underrated. I hope Big Johnny Stones is as good as he is for me in the Streamer Showdown. Because obviously I've watched the 2 friendlies, but haven't watched him play at all for Man City this season. So I don't know. Is he going to make me change my mind about this defence? Once you draft in Walker and Stones and Maguire and I guess Chilwell or Shaw. I guess I'm talking about how bad this defence is. In an ideal world, none of the defenders I've seen play so far for England in the last 2 weeks will be starting on Sunday. The goalkeeper will be. Will I watch the games by myself? Will I try and get Anna to watch them with me? They'll be on in the living room, but I imagine Anna will go upstairs and lie on the bed and watch TikToks or something. She has absolutely no interest in it. Rumoured as Maguire will still be unfit, he's going to play Shaw, Stones, Walker as a back three. I don't know, is that wise? That sounds like... Can Shaw play centre-back? I know we've seen Walker do it before, and I've never been fully convinced. Has Shaw done that before? This is my lack of Premier League knowledge showing. Shaw has for United in a 3. Okay. What is with this new trend of playing fullbacks in a back 3? Who invented that? Why is that cool at the moment? That was never a thing. I mean, if you're going to play that as a back 3, why has Ben White been brought into the squad? Because under what circumstances does he get on the pitch? Seems like if you're playing that 3 and you've still got Maguire to come back in and you've still got Mings, then why is Ben White even there? Most teams are playing one up top, so they only need one centre back. Interesting. Tuchel likes to play Reece James at right centre back, but he's a DRC in FM, isn't he, Reece James? That's on his Football Manager positions. It's not on Luke Shaw's or Kyle Walker's. But James is in the squad as well, isn't he? That's another guy who could play centre back then. Ben White as CDM. Are we going to play a CDM if we're doing a back 3? Seems to me like Ben White's not going to get a single minute of football. Which again makes me ask, why is he there? Had to cancel his holiday. I bet Mrs. White's furious. They had a week in Bournemouth booked. Now it's ruined. If you never said it before, where'd you get all the awesome shirts? QWERTY. Well, this one's a wrestling one, but QWERTY. It's a great website. Mings did look dreadful in the England friendlies, to the point where I actually think somebody should have just kicked him and injured him so he had an excuse not to take him. We've just scored a very late goal. Excellent stuff. Mings shouldn't be anywhere near the squad. I mean, as a lower league football fan, isn't Tyrone Mings that rubbish left back who used to play for Ipswich? When did he become an international centre back? Did I miss something? Did I not get the memo? Got a phone call to say I've got my second COVID jab tomorrow. Lovely stuff. I'm still unconvinced on Mings' mistake waiting to happen. He had a good loan spell, did he? Wow. Am I still a lower league fan? Posh at upper league now, right? Anything below Premier League's lower league, isn't it? And let's face it, we're only on loan to the Championship. We'll be back in League One soon enough. We've only played 4 or 5 seasons in the history of the football club in the second tier. We'll be back where we belong before long. There just aren't any other options. I just can't believe that's true, that there are no other options. Would I be happy if Posh became a mid-table Championship side? Yes. He was decent for Aston Villa last year. Was he, by golly? Might not be on the right tracks here, but have Twitch changed their policy on how much you get for a subscription off of us? I don't really know. I don't actually understand it. So, yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, what? Tomori went to Milan, didn't he? Is that why he's not in? Because we're still the only country in the world where if a player plays in another country, we don't select him. Well, saying that, Sancho and Bellingham are in, so it's not even that. What did Tomori do to Southgate? Why isn't he in? Did Southgate just forget about him? Trippier as well, yeah? He had an average season. Like Southgate knows. Do you reckon he's watched him play at all this year? It's half of tonight's stream raid. Yeah, but for anyone who that potentially is going to scare away, I would ask you, how much Football Manager have you watched so far? Or have we just chatted about the Euros for half an hour? So we'll continue to just chat about the Euros when we're playing raid. I'll just occasionally ask you to download raid like I'm going to do now. ! Raid. Help me buy a really expensive TV cabinet. An £880 TV cabinet that we've got to buy that is supposedly unsmashable. The way to help is to download Raid Shadow Legends! ! Raid. Get yourself up to level 10. I'm going to be playing it later on in the stream as well, so you can see it is genuinely quite good fun. I've spent quite a lot of time over the last 6 or 7 months playing Raid Shadow Legends. So, yeah, get it downloaded. It's fun. Tomori had a really good season in Milan. Well, there you go. Just hit level 50. Nice. I think I'm level 45. We'll find out when we switch over. I think I'm level 45. So we'll be... I don't think I've ever streamed... I don't want to say end game content because we're not near that, but I've never really showed you what it's like once you get deep into it. So I'm not going to be starting a new character. We're going to be just playing on my normal profile. The one that we started way back when I did the first raid promo. We'll just carry on playing on that one. Chris Smalling had a good season at Roma. He should be in the squad. It sounds like whoever it was who said there was no option other than Tyrone Mings has forgotten about as many players as Gareth Southgate has. I've just spilt my coffee. Fiddlesticks. Oh well. Never mind, eh? Just seen FM's going on a minimum 45% off sale. Is it worth buying at this stage in the game cycle? Two things about that. Thing number one, at 2 game, it's 55% off. Plus, you then get an extra 10% off using discount code LOLLUJO. So using my code on their website, you can get the game for £16, which is super duper mega cheap. And yes, it's absolutely worth buying it at this point at the game cycle. You're halfway through. You're halfway through the game cycle and you're getting it for less than half the price. FM22, remember, hasn't even been announced yet because they always do this. But FM22 won't be out until November. It's June. You've got a lot of time to get a lot of value out of FM21 for buying it for 16 quid now. So yeah, if you've not got it and you're tempted, you're going to struggle to find a better price than 16 quid. I would suggest it rarely goes lower than that. You might get a freebie on Epic at some point because they did that last year. I think it's already in Xbox Game Pass, so if you've got that, you can get it within Game Pass. But if you've not got Game Pass and you don't want it on Epic, I think 16 quid on Steam, or for the Steam version through 2 game, I think that's probably as good a price as you're going to get all year. And you've got 5 or 6 months to play it. $20 in the US, is it? I got it for 13 because I got it off eBay. I got £10 off. Fair enough. Yeah, £16 for 600 to 1,000 hours of gameplay. Exactly. I always say Football Manager is the best value in entertainment, but when you can get it for this kind of price, bearing in mind the Euros is on for the next month, and I don't know about you lot, but the only way I can sit through, let's pick a game. The only way I'll even be able to attempt to sit through Austria versus North Macedonia at 5 o'clock on Sunday is if I have my laptop on my knee playing Football Manager at the same time. We'll all try and watch as many games as we can, but you need FM there as an accompaniment to get you through those really rubbish games that you don't care about.
Congrats on the 100k subs.
I think wearing a suit must have magic powers, as Chesnoy's wearing one with more than double viewers. It's because he's doing a final. And there's not many people here because I've already announced on Twitter that we're doing raid tonight, so lots of people are not bothering. Because we can give that one a miss. It's raid Shadow Legends. I'll be back on Sunday. Dan, thank you very much for the sub. Rimworld's my best value, 4,400 hours for $12. Blimey. Just think of me when you watch Austria and support them with all you've got. I mean, I'll level with you. I ain't watching Austria versus Macedonia. I'm supposed I have to drive Amy back to her mum's on Sunday. I normally do it Sunday afternoon. I've already said I ain't taking her back Sunday afternoon because that's when England play. But I'm crossing my fingers and hoping for a Croatia win, so we can finish second in the group and get an easier tie in the next round. But yeah, during the Austria game, I'll be driving her back. So I'm afraid, even if I try my best to watch every match, the first one I'm guaranteed to miss is Austria at 5 o'clock on Sunday. Any update on Anna's affiliate status? Yeah, she has it. I hit 100,000 subs last night, finished the YouTube stream. We went in to the other room, checked Anna's Twitch, and she had affiliate status. So yeah, Anna now is an affiliate. She'll be streaming tomorrow, I think. She's already got half a dozen subs because I mentioned it on Discord because I was trying to get some graphics sorted for her. So if you want an Anna founder badge, you might want to get in before her stream starts tomorrow, because I think it's the first 10 subs get a founder's badge, and she's close to already having them. So yeah, Anna is now a Twitch affiliate. And not only that, she's actually, now she's on the path to partner. She's actually not a million miles away from partner. If she does another 6 2-hour streams in the next 2 weeks and averages like 50 or 60 people in each of them because of the views she's had so far, I think that'll probably be enough to get a partner. So she could be partner within 2 or 3 weeks, which would be really, really cool. Just smashing partner on our first 12 or 15 streams. Helps when you've been vlogging for 5 years before you go to Twitch, doesn't it? Having that pre-existing audience, very handy. Or as some jerk on Twitter said, Anna should build her own audience. Yeah, she's been in the vlog for years, you moron. She's been hosting the UK's most popular independent gaming podcast for 8 years. She's done her time. She's built her audience. Her overnight success has taken 8 years so far. I have a horrible feeling about the England versus Scotland game. I think it could be embarrassing. I don't mind that. As long as, if we beat Croatia, I kind of want Scotland to beat us. Gives them their little moment, and they'll still finish third because it'll be the only win they get. Because the difference between us and Scotland is that's the only game they care about. Scotland are going to the Euros. Their only goal is to try and beat England in the groups. England are theoretically trying to win the whole thing. Bum, 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 bum. Right, I'm waiting for my coffee to dry, which is spilt all over my notes. So if there's no videos for the rest of the week, it's because I can't figure it out. Talent-wise, who's the best team? Well, when we were looking through the sticker album last night, I think it was, aside from England, who I obviously know all the England players, based on who do I recognise who are in the stickers in the sticker book, I think the 3 that had 18 players I recognised were France, Belgium and Germany. No, France, Belgium, Spain, sorry, not Germany. Germany, I think, were just behind. But France, Belgium, Spain were the 3 that had the most recognisable players to me. And when I say recognisable, I mean recognisable names. So based purely on names that have come up in Football Manager. France, Belgium, Spain. Did I read what Gareth Southgate wrote? I did not. What has Gareth Southgate written? Haven't Spain got COVID in the camp? Have they really? I mean... Why are they not all vaccinated, the rascals? Just sub to Anna now so I could get the founders badge. 50% off as well. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I was her first sub, as you would hope I would be. Subbed last night with my Twitch Prime. Didn't want to spend a fiver. I used my Twitch Prime on her. Even if we come second, we still have to play Germany in the quarters. Yeah, but at least then we get to the quarters. If we win the group, we have to play France or Portugal or wherever it is in the round of 16. So we don't make it to the quarters if we win the group. Beam me up, Scotty. Thank you very much for the 11 months. Beautiful stuff. Yes, we'll sell this guy. He can go. I guess in your mind, Netherlands are out since they won't have an injured Virgil. But again, we've just talked about how bad England's defence is. Even without Virgil, the Netherlands have got an infinitely better defence than England, haven't they? Even without my buddy Virgil. I don't know who this guy is or why we're trying to sign him. I think my director of football is just taking matters into his own hands, but finding really good players, so I'm not arguing with him. It's turning into a director of football save accidentally. It's going more for a showdown joke than actual analysis. Look, can't help it. I am a very skilled analyst. Tube, thank you for the sub. Evening, Kev. Congrats on 100k on YouTube. Nice to see you haven't melted away yet. Thank you very much. Kevs don't melt. What I did do today is order myself some nerdy YouTuber balloons. So I've got a box of balloons arriving tomorrow. Already inflated helium-filled balloons for my 100k. I thought that was our Ivanov that we're putting off. My director of football is just making loads of offers for loads of players. I am not against it at all. I don't know why he's doing it. Our squad is fine. I don't feel like we need to add to the squad at the moment. We're on course to qualify for Europe as it is, but fill your boots, director of football man. Can we get our Ivanov? 7.5 to 10k to make the deal possible. For a guy who scores all the goals. Have we got the transfer budget? Yes, we have. So let's just buy him. Get Ivanov permanently. Can we get him permanently as well? Is he out of contract at the end of the season? No, let's try though. We can get these boys permanently who've been on loan with us since the start. Why on earth wouldn't we? Doubt we're going to get this one because he's a youngster at Dynamo Minsk, so it's probably quite highly rated. We'll try. Yeah, we can't really afford him. But if we can get those other two, that'd be cracking. Right, get him and get him. Beautiful stuff. Excellent. Where was this director of football at Chivas last year? Right, so we've got one Ivanov in. Can we get the other Ivanov? So we've got a fullback called Ivanov who looks great. Get him registerized. Or try again and actually get him registerized. There we go. And then we've got Dmitry Ivanov in. Well. Did not think we'd be signing him permanently. But there we have it. What a piece of business. What a maneuver. And we've got Yatskevich in as well. We've just done the transfers. We've got a coach coming in as well. My director of football's after somebody else now. I mean, he's keeping pace with me. I've done 2. He's now on his 3rd. It's like a competition to see who can get the best players in on this deadline day. This is like the Sheffield United deadline day all over again. He is just going for it. That's another one from him. Right, that's 3-2 to him. I've got to do another one now. Right, hold on. Let's go back. Let's try again for him. How much money have we got left in the kitty? They wanted 56. We've got 12. Should we try for the Never Never? We offer like 40 on the Never Never and see what happens. We get that down to 10. Put this up to 30. 31 even. Come on, we're going player for player here. This is how you do a deadline day. We've got some friendly competition between me and my own director of football. Outdo each other on deadline day. Beautiful stuff. Right, let's get him in then. Have we got the money? Or we might not be able to offer him what he wants. This might be a struggle. There we go. Boom. Boom. Would I be interested in taking the Belarus international job? Probably. Right, it's now 3-3 between me and my director of football. Has he got any more for me? We've just signed this guy now. They're all coming in. Ah, deadline day's passed. But what a transfer window. What a deadline day. Europe, here we come. And now we play the Slutsk. See what our new look team looks like. Oh, I say new look. Several of the players that we've just signed were already here. Yeah, just get out of the... If you don't want to be here, get out. It's really okay if you to just get out of the club. I don't want you here. You're not playing. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, that's the fullback version. That's fine. Huh, I thought that was my strikers gone. That would have been much sadness. What setting do you change to make director of football sign some players? You go into staff and then into transfers, and on that one, initiating player signings, delegate that. But I always keep myself in control of doing the contracts and finalizing them, just to keep them on the straight and narrow. They will sign some trash from time to time if you let them do everything. So I just have him starting them. And if I like the look of them, I'll follow them through. Right. Come on. Let's get into Europe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. My director of football never signs anyone that I have knowledge of, so it's a blind guess if I can accept. You need better scouts then. We knew all about all of those ones that he was signing. So really, he's just bringing in players that I probably could have done myself if I was going to sit there and go through my scout reports properly, because they were all players that had been scouted. And you saw with Chivas last year on YouTube that sometimes they just don't sign anyone. There must be an attribute within the director of football that makes them more or less proactive when it comes to bringing in players. And with Chivas, we just had one who weren't interested. In fact, didn't I take Mike Rigg to Chivas? So he was there in Mexico with no knowledge of the local players, which is why he wasn't signing anybody. I think that was the post-mortem we did on that save. Don't do a director of football challenge with a director of football in a country where he doesn't know any players. Big mistake. If you remember, I tried to bin off this director of football in the summer or the winter to bring Alexander Hleb in. Do another save in Mexico. Never going to happen. Nobody watched the last one, so I'm not going to do another one. Our goalkeeper's retiring. No. Whatever will we do without an old man in goal? Right. Now we've got all our boys in permanently. Let's see how we look. Come on. You do a Twitch save in Mexico or South America at some point? Probably not, because the leagues are dumb. They're just stupid the way they work. I don't like the fact that you have multiple different competitions and you just need one big league and then you win it once. That's how you do league football. Anything outside of that is stupid and I don't like it. I'm very set in my ways. I'm a miserable old man. Bum, 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 bum. Thank you for the congratulations. Much appreciated. Those of you who weren't here at the start of the stream, in a sign that I had to hit 100k yesterday, my other YouTube plaque for the vlog channel fell off the wall today. The little sticky pads that had been holding it on since we moved in, it just fell off. So that's a sign. It was making way for the new one. That's a sign. I hate the average points relegation, so you take over a team, play amazingly well, but the previous wang in the other seasons have been really bad. Yeah. I had more fun managing in Chile and Argentina than anywhere else. I won a trio of Libertadores playing a rather 3-5-2. Hideous. Three at the back. Do I look Spanish to you? Do I look Spanish to you? I'm not playing three at the back. What do you think this is? We're not at the circus. This is football. This isn't the ballet. Just seen the new trailer for the He-Man Netflix series. I didn't know there was going to be a He-Man Netflix series. I'm now really rather excited. Modern animation with original 80s designs and characters. Proper 80s feels, if you like. I loved He-Man. It was brilliant. I had my own Castle Grayskull. I had all the figures. Brilliant. Maybe the next Twitch save can be in Spain. The manager name would have to be Do I Look Spanish to You? That seems like a decent shout. Come on, boys, let's do a football. We can't sign all these players and then all of a sudden not win football matches. Especially against Slutsk. They were 14th in the league. It's not good enough. That wasn't good enough. Thrash those arms. Consider those arms thrashed. Seems like all of a sudden you've stopped winning football matches. I know. We just played Slutsk. Now we've got Brest. Belarus is a disgrace. Doing a St. Albans Road to Glory. Got promoted, then relegated. Now I'm stuck. Never mind. Never you mind. You'll be all right. You'll get there. Happy that your heart didn't explode with a recent episode. One body part explosion per lifetime is enough. I agree. I agree. I think we're a couple of weeks away now from when I go in for my echocardiogram to make sure that my heart isn't about to explode for real. So fingers crossed, by the end of the month, they'll be able to say to me, Kev, don't worry about it. It was just one of those things. Just a little electrical fault, which happens sometimes. When I was reading about it, the thing that happened to me, sometimes it just randomly happens to people. And it's just it. It's random. It's not necessarily a sign of something more sinister. It'd be quite nice to not be constantly worried that there might be something more sinister, like I am at the moment. Ugh, sinister. Don't like sinister things. I like to visit the cardio on the regular, injective with radioactive stuff and put on a treadmill every other year. Nice. They're not going to put me on a treadmill, are they? I don't think my knee could cope with a treadmill. Worrying about a heart problem probably isn't helping. I know. It is mad. It's odd. The contrast you get when you go to A&E with chest pains, and if I've learned anything from Grey's Anatomy, it's that you go to hospital presenting with chest pains and they are all over you. That wasn't the experience I had at all. I went in and was just sort of sat down in a corner, waited half hour, 45 minutes, went through to the nurse. She said everything was fine. And then they checked my pulse and it was all fine. And then they put me on the ECG machine, and that then read my heart rate at like 187, I think it was. At which point, everyone's attitude changed. They wouldn't let me stand up or walk or go to the toilet. All of a sudden, I was being treated like I was going to die at any moment. I had the defibrillator pads on me and everything. And then they got my heart rate back to normal. Said I'd need to have a follow-up with the cardiologist to find out what caused it. And then the follow-up, the echocardiogram is like 6 weeks after the initial A&E. And the appointment that I've got with the cardio consultant is not until September. So it's a weird... no panic, major panic, and now no panic taking the time again. Meanwhile, obviously, I've Googled it. And it could be anything ranging from nothing to worry about to end-stage heart failure. It could be either end or anywhere in between. So, yeah. It's lovely. Googling it probably wasn't a great idea. Yeah, but you do, don't you? You telling me you wouldn't Google it? They're using words like atrial fibrillation and ECG, and there was other stuff they said as well. I can't even remember now. I got it all written down. They used all these words and things that I didn't really know what they meant, so I went home and Googled them all. And then you go down a rabbit hole, and now I'm like, well, I could be fine, or I could have 6 months to live. And I don't know where I am on that scale until September. Lovely. I will hydrate. It's a very good plan. What I'm also going to do is switch over to Raid Shadow Legends, because I promised them I'd do it at 8 o'clock. So if you were just here for the Football Manager, thank you for your time. I'll be streaming again Sunday night. Keep an eye on Twitter to find out whether it's going to be in a hot tub or not, or if we maybe do something slightly different with the hot tub stream idea. If you are tempted to just disappear and run away, though, because we're going to be playing Raid Shadow Legends, I urge you to stick around even if you've got no intention of supporting the campaign, because if you've been here for the last hour or so, you'll know we've just chatted about football and stuff. We can do that while I'm playing a different game. It's fine. It's just I'm going to be getting paid for the next couple of hours. Help Kev earn that $, or whatever the young kids say. What do the kids say? Right, we just need to jump out of FM and jump into Raid Shadow Legends. I'm going to show you a trailer for it as well. What I would ask everybody to do, if you can spare like 20 minutes or so, and you haven't already done it previously for these campaigns, basically the way the Raid Shadow Legends campaign works is they the more people download the game, the more they pay. And this time they want 75 total downloads, but it's not just downloads, it's downloads plus reaching level 10 in game, which I think is like 20 minutes, half an hour of just playing the game. If you're going to be hanging around anyway and you don't mind just having that running on your phone, I'd really appreciate it. If not, thank you for giving me an hour to watch me play Football Manager, and we'll be back to Football Manager again next stream. But it's !raid for all the details. One thing they have warned me about, if you have the latest iOS on iPhone, the new privacy settings mean that the link isn't trackable. So if you're going to be playing it on an iPhone, click the link on your PC or on a tablet or something first and initiate your account on there. You can then log into that account on your iPhone and still play. But the only way you'll be tracked through is if you use a device that doesn't have the new iPhone's crazy good privacy settings. Right, let's get Raid opened up. What I've also got for you is a Raid Shadow Legends trailer that we're going to have a look at as well. I need to change the name of the stream to whatever it is they've told me to call the stream. I think it is just Raid Shadow Legends, presumably. Where's the details they sent me, Kev? So let's go back onto Twitch. We are going to call it. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to press the wrong buttons. Raid Shadow Legends. And we are playing Raid Shadow Legends. We are going to kill the music that we've got on there at the moment. And we are going to jump into the game in a second. First, we're going to watch a trailer. Give you all a little moment to get the game downloaded if you haven't already got it downloaded. I know you want to get it downloaded. And then once we've done all the admin stuff, we'll just get back to chatting about whatever we want to chat about while we play this in the background. You know the drill. You know how it works. Don't run away. Don't leave me. Right, where have I put the trailers? We can pick a trailer that we want to watch. Which trailer do we want to watch? Shall we watch the trailer with a lady's face in close up? We watch this one. Watch this one. Let's watch a trailer together. Hold on. Volume, Kev. You know how this works. Got to turn the volume up. Right, this might blast your ears off. Just be aware. Trailer time.
Raid Shadow Legends, the mobile hit now unleashed on desktop. Turn-based battle collection for serious RPG fans. Desktop version now available on Plarium Play.
And that's exactly what we're going to be playing this evening, the desktop version. Because I don't know how to stream from an iPhone. That would be absurd. Right, so if we jump back into Raid Shadow Legends, you can see that I'm already level 45. Because I'm a machine. I'm a Shadow Legends machine. But I've got so many shards to open and stuff to do. We're gonna have things to happen in this tonight. So referral program, I've got nothing in there. Look at all this stuff I've got. They've given me money to spend in the store again. I don't need to read any of these. Basically, anywhere where you've got a red dot, that's where there's something you can go and do and go and access. So I've got a mystery shard I can claim. I've got an ancient shard I can claim. We'll open them in a second. I've got stuff to claim in here as well. So I had a pack here that I can claim stuff from. Awesome. I'm still waiting for that one. And then, is there a freebie pack in here as well? Yeah, there's a free gift there. If you download through my link as well, you get, there's a special pack just for you, which I can tell you what's in the special pack that you get. Packed to the gills with stuff. So the pack you get for using my link is you get Jotun, who's an epic champion. You get 50 gems, 100,000 silver, 3 ancient shards, plus an additional exclusive package is sent to your inbox when you reach level 15 as well. So you get loads of stuff. Loads of stuff. Should we buy something from the shop as well? They've given me 100 quid to spend. What should we buy? A bunch of shards. See if we can get something really good, or do we want to just get... What do you think we should buy? What would you buy? What do we want to buy? What are we buying? We could buy a load of shards. We don't want... We want a limited time. So, great deal mix pack. That's only 20 quid. I want something expensive. Right, we'll just buy all of these. So, we'll buy some chickens, because chickens help you level up your things. So, let's buy this. It's just going to show you my PayPal. I don't really want to show you my PayPal. Let's just get this paid for. Just logging into PayPal now, boys and girls. Jack, thank you very much for the sub. 30 months for Jack. Absolute madness. Yeah, I'm really glad I've hidden this because it's showing my bank account details and my home address. Neither of which I particularly want to share on stream. So we've bought the Great Deal Mix Pack. Should we buy this as well? What's the monthly pack? We'll buy the monthly pack as well. Monthly pack being purchased. Packs. You know I love a pack opening. Wow, that's the wrong screen, Kev. This is the one you were supposed to do. This is the right screen. So we'll buy that, which is going to get us a bunch of shards. And we can now jump back into the game again, so we've got that one. And then, can we buy a bunch more shards? We buy some ancient shards. We want... That's 6 ancient shards. We're going to get something good out of this. We're going to buy this pack as well. Let's just get this one bought as well. And then we're going to have so much stuff to open. We're going to have battles to do. We're going to have a jolly good time, boys and girls. That's for sure. And hopefully, loads of you are getting it downloaded too. And getting yourselves up to level 10. So that we can buy a TV cabinet. All about the TV cabinet. There you go. We've got this as well. So we should now have an absolute bunch of stuff up here. So let's just collect all these shards. Then we can get all these opened. Oh, so much stuff. So much stuff. It's exciting having all this stuff. Collect all the things out of my inbox. Yes. Yes. All of the things. Beautiful. What is he? Can I fuse someone? I've never done fusion before. Can I actually fuse? Oh, no. Maybe I can't. I can get a fragment. What? I don't know what this screen does. We got any experts in who can explain how this works? How this bit works? I've never really done this before. We might... I don't know. What are we supposed to do here? So I can't summon him. Is there one of these that I've got fragments for? Can I... collect more fragments? There must be something that I've got some fragments for. I don't really know. Oh, hold on. It's got the thing next to it. Oh, so it's just telling me I've unlocked stuff. Okay. So it's not actually something I can do. There you go. We've got rid of that red dot now. That makes sense. So why is his face still on there? Telling me I can fuse him, but I'm not going to fuse him. So I guess he's new as well. But we've got loads of stuff. So we've got one epic sacred shard thing. We've got void shards. We've got ancient. We've got loads of shards. So this is going to be either an epic or a legendary champion. So we should probably open that one last. How many champions have we got at the moment? Have we got slots? Not really. I could probably, if I got money, I could probably buy some more slots. So we could potentially do that. We've got something we can unlock here as well. Oh, there's so much to do, boys and girls. So much to do, so little time to do it in. We'll do some battles in a second. You can tell I've not logged into the game for a little while, so I had to wean myself off of it. So there's so much just sat here waiting for me. Is there a shard in there for me? No. No shards there. I'm going to have someone leveling up in here, though, so she can, or he, can be upgraded. How many? We can get a few more of these open. Get all of these open so we can get people in here upgrading. So that's a good use of those, I think. We've got some rewards from previously playing in the arena. We'll take those. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Who's that? Liam's just saying, hey, Twitch. Yeah, so if you're in the clan from last time, should we cull some people out of the clan so anyone who wants to jump in the clan can? The clan can. I think that's how it works. So if you've not been in the clan for 10 weeks, you are out of here. 12 weeks, you are out of here. The clan's just called LOLLUJO. 12 weeks, you're done. So if you're an active player, jump in the clan because we're getting rid of all these players who aren't playing anymore. 18 weeks? 6 weeks? 11 weeks? 1 week, probably a bit harsh. You get a little bit of a stay of execution, but there's a few gaps then opened up in the clan. So we've got 11 gaps in the clan if anyone wants to jump in the clan. We can do some clan shenanigans. Right. We are working through all of our red dots. Ethan's in the clan. There you are, you are. There's Ethan. So Ethan's in. Ethan made it in, boys and girls. Be like Ethan. Get in the clan. I'm not the clan leader. You what? How am I not the clan leader? How has that happened? Have I been usurped? I founded the clan. It does say I'm the leader. I think I was points leader, maybe. Role clan leader. I don't know how. I'm the clan leader. Kev, the handsome clan leader. Look at the player power of some of these players that we've got here. This is absolute madness. I need to up my game. I guess on that note, we're going to open our sacred shard. We're just going to go for it. We're going to get something good. It's a skeleton man. Zelotath. An epic support chap. Pulled my thigh muscle today playing football and Googled how long it would take to heal. It said 3 to 6 weeks. Oh, it popped. Ow. Ow, that sounds sore. You should look it up on Football Manager how long a pulled thigh muscle takes to get back. Right, we've got some void shards as well. We'll come back and open the better ones later. We're going to open some mystery shards. Can we do 10? No, we need more slots. Give me 10 more slots then. We've got all these gems we can spend. So let's just spend gems on more slots. And then we can go and mulch them up in the tavern in a minute. Right, so that's a daily quest completed, which is always handy. So if we could jump over into the tavern, we've got, so you can see we've got a few that are nicely leveled up. I was working on trying to get this is my main arena team, these 4. Trying to get them ready to go into the arena. I wanted them all to be level 6 maxed out, so these 2 both need to level up. So I've got some characters that or champions that I'm leveling up. Then feed to these. Although I did get some chickens, didn't I? How many chickens was I given? Have I got enough chickens to be able to do some proper leveling up? So she's already reached the maximum. You what? This champion has reached the maximum level for this rank. Yeah, I want to upgrade her. How many chickens do we only have 1 chicken? I thought we got loads of chickens. Did we only get 4 chickens? What? I thought we got loads of chickens. Okay, so we need to still level someone up before we can upgrade her. So if we just start from the bottom and start smushing some of these up. So we can level you up. We need to upgrade them to level 10, and then so we've got loads of tankards of leveling up juice, but we'll just smush up some of these guys. So you can be smushed in there. You can be smushed in there. In fact, put one of them in. Is that enough to get into level 10? Excellent. And then we can upgrade. So upgrade you. And that's freed up some more space. So we've now got another level 2 person. Valen deserves a shout. He is the goat of clan. Our clan. I know what you mean. So Valen. Valen is a hero, apparently. I mean, that is some pretty impressive firepower. But Valen's the deputy leader. How did I get usurped in my own clan? And how do I regain control? Was there some kind of election that I wasn't privy to? I need to know how this happened. How have I lost my own clan? Might start a LOLLUJO 2 clan. We're having a breakaway clan. New clan, new clan. Can't believe that. How has it happened? Somebody needs to explain it to me. I don't know how it happened. Right, so now we can do some more of these. We've mulched some of the other ones. Oh, no, what did I just do? Did I just open up more slots? I think I did. I thought I just threw loads of gems at it for no reason, but I was actually opening up more slots, which is fine. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. What do we do with the clan? The clan, you've got daily activities and stuff that you can do. So, like, you can do the clan boss. So you can see they're working on the hard clan boss. In fact, they've nearly finished the brutal clan boss. They've worked through loads of the clan bosses today. Does that mean they're still doing it? Or they... I don't know. That means they've just started it, doesn't it? I think. So they need unlocking. So that one we could smash through easily. Yeah, you can do these and then you basically get rewards for doing that. Where is that page? You go under battle and then clan boss. If you're still quite a low level, you might have unlocked it yet. So you just have to level up at a certain point. If you go all the way up to level 10, you'll get there. Right. We need to smush up some more of these. Someone else needs to type into the chat so that it's not just Liam who's on screen the whole time. Someone else needs their moment in the sun. This isn't the Liam Davies show, everybody. Who else is going to get involved? Right, let's get this one leveled up. So we can actually use these tankard things just to level up a little bit quicker. Oh, no, do that, do that. Is that going to get us where we want to be? Nearly. Nearly. There you go. So we can upgrade. And then just use a couple of these. So she's now a level 3. And then we're going to do the same again a couple of times. We just want to get all of these things open. So we've got a few level 2s that are close to being ready to upgrade. Then we can get close to having our dream arena team, because I find the arena really difficult. What is... Oh, she's already a level 3. She's the wrong person. No, I'm leveling up the wrong guy. So it's a level 2. There was a level 2 in here that was part way leveled already. This game is great. I'm just pressing buttons and hoping it's good. That's... I mean, it's... On that note, it's Football Manager, but with fighting. So she's actually a level 3. What am I doing here? Right, let's get rid of her. He's an actual level 2, so let's level him up. Don't know what past Kev's been up to here. There's shenanigans have gone on. Does that get him all the way there? It does. And then we can upgrade by feeding a couple of useless 2s in. Beautiful. So that's another 3. Right, have we got enough slots to do any more opening yet? Not quite. We want to level up. Another one. So we'll level him up this time. We need to upgrade his level. This time we'll do it by throwing some more champions in just to make some space. Throw a few more in. We have to use a lot of champions, don't you? Let's not waste any more champions. Let's level him up with these the rest of the way. Not going to waste my precious champions. And now upgrade him with 2 more of those. Boom. Right. That would have given us a little bit of space. So we can now open a few more of these. We can do those ones, and then we can do the better ones as well. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. So we've got a few more champions there. Now we can take 10. Just do 10 ancient shards together. Why not? These are going to give us a slightly higher caliber. You can see they're all 3-star minimum, which is very handy. Some good stuff has come out of there. We've got 3 more of them, then we've got 3 of the void shards as well. Then we can get into some battling. So as a reminder, if you want to support the stream, you can do it with !raid. Download the game onto mobile, PC, wherever you want to play it, using my link. And then once you've leveled up to level 10, which will take you like 20 minutes, half an hour. Once you're up to level 10, then it counts towards our number. We're looking to get 75 people up to level 10 as new downloads by this time next week. It is a big ask. That is a big target they've set us. But it does pay for Andy's TV cabinet if we get there. So it's worth it for me. It's fun for you. So it's worth it for everybody. He's got some interesting hair and face combinations. Let's open up another slot so we can open the last one of these shards. And it's a handsome man with nicely combed hair. Right, we've opened all our shards then. How are we doing on the old daily quests? What else do we have to do? So, fight in classic arena 5 times. So let's see how my good old-fashioned arena squad is getting on. We're going classic arena. So, my arena power of my team. Do I not get to see it on here? Do I have to... I don't remember what my team's power is. We'll do this one so we can see my team. So my team is 51 power. This one's 19. So why is it telling me to do team setup? Using team setup. Yeah, I know how to play the game, Arbiter. Unless it's changed. I know how to do all this. What is this? This is actually new stuff, and I don't really understand it. Let's just get rid of that. We're going to use this team because this is the team that I built specifically for the arena. We'll start on auto because we're just going to let it fight for us. And do some battling. The Ryan Lawson is in, boys and girls. What a time to be alive. How are you doing, Ryan? How's Barcelona treating you? There you go. We won in the arena. We've got to do that 4 more times for the daily thing. Now we know that our team is 51 rated. There's no point taking on someone who's 85 or even 55 is going to be difficult. But we can certainly beat teams like this. Excellent stuff. And by doing the arena, not only do you get arena points, which get your rewards at the end of the week, you get these rewards now, which you can then spend in your town hall to get you upgrades now as well. It all feeds into everybody else and all that. It's all very clever. You can do the battles yourself if you want to, but I just leave the battles on auto because I've not got the smarticles to do it myself. Certainly in the arena, I've built my team to basically be quick and just do quick smash and grab victories. They either win fast or lose fast. Right, we need to do 2 more. We can try against this lot. So at least we're quicker than they are. We might be okay because we're going to take them on pace. All as well, who needs Barcelona when it's hot here? I know, it's really warm, isn't it? Which is why, it's why I'm valuing my air conditioning so much at the moment. Right, we should have this one in the bag. Unless they're going to start doing regenerating, the rascals. Well, they actually pushed us quite far there. Right, we need one more. We did an advanced quest as well, which is handy. We need one more to hit today's daily quest. We could refresh the list if we don't like the look of any of these. We'll try this one because I think we're going to be quicker than them again. And pace is the most important thing in the arena. So that's your icon for fastness. They're going for whatever that is, battling, fighting, whatever they call it. I'm not using the technical words. But you want to be quick. You want to strike first in the arena. Somehow they've managed to strike first, which is not good. But we're now getting all our other hits in. And we've basically wiped them out before they can start attacking. That's the general goal with the arena. So 5 victories in there. Means we've completed that daily quest. So we can claim the awards for that. What else have we got to do? Purchase an item at the market. We can do that. What's the cheapest thing if they're not going to give me a shard? Just buy another champion. There you go. Buy him. So that's that quest done. Boom. Use 50 energy. We'll use that in a minute. Make 4 artifacts. Win campaign battles 7 times. Let's jump into the campaign because that'll hit 2 of those goals. So campaign, we have started on Nightmare. We're not very far into it on Nightmare difficulty. We have started it. So we'll continue trying it. Nightmare's hard though. So it looks like I've made it through. I can't beat this boss. So there's every chance I won't beat this boss now. But we'll try. We'll work through this whole list. Let's see how we get on. What's going on down in the chat? What are Kev points? They're just a silly little Twitch thing. Jack's explained it better than me, but they are just a silly little Twitch thing. Liam's in again. Sub to Kev on YouTube. He's just the star of the show tonight. Liam, show yourself in the Twitch chat as well. We see you on Raid. We need to see you on the Twitch chat also. See what you're up to. So, not that I'm panicking at the fact we've only had one person hit level 10 so far. How many of you have actually downloaded it and are working through it at the moment? I want to be able to give feedback if this has been an unrealistic target they've set. So I was a little bit wary because obviously we've done 2 previous Raid Shadow Legends streams. So a lot of you will already have it from then. So I'm kind of gambling on there being enough people who weren't here for the last 2 who want to help out. Mine didn't count. Ooh. Never mind. Fingers crossed there's a few of you doing it. I am, and I'm now on level 7. Terry, you're a hero. Thank you. How long has it taken you to get to level 9? Just because it's a long time since I did the first 10 levels. So I'm not actually sure how long it takes. I've been saying about half an hour, but I'm not actually sure how long it takes. I need someone else in the clan to replace this message. Come on! Demand more. This is where we need an encourage shout. Oh, oh, I'm trying to adjust myself around the desk. It's not working. It's all going wrong. It always fascinates me how pretty this game looks. For what is essentially a mobile game that you can load up on PC as well. But it doesn't look out of place. Did I keep my 100,000 subscribers? I did. It did. It dropped back down at like 4 AM. It dropped back down below. But as of now, we're on 100,067. So I think we're now far enough over it that we should be okay. Brutal stage 12, round 3 is best for XP and coins. Plus, it's me. What do you mean it's you? I don't understand. Oh, you started when I did, so it's taking you about half an hour then, which is what I thought it did. Yeah, but there you go. So it's about half an hour to get up to level 10. So yeah, if you've got half an hour spare and want to help us out, thanks. We're going to lose this. We might drop the difficulty down because we're not really trying to complete the campaign tonight. We're trying to get the daily quests done. Although this guy might actually be able to take these two on. Because he has that regeneration that you see every now and again when he boosts his health back up again. Which is a very handy skill to have. I'm Liam Davis 20. Liam! You rascal. Now I understand. I didn't read your name before. It's Liam. Good work, Liam. Right. We're going to jump out of this. How many have we done? We had to do 7 for the daily quest. So... this is the advanced quest that we did. So we can cash that in. Daily quest. Okay, so we still need to do another 5. So where did Liam say to do? I've never done Doom Tower, by the way. We can have a look at the Doom Tower in a little bit, because I don't really understand it. Someone can explain that to me. So you should go Brutal, round 12. It's Brutal, stage 12, round 3. So this one. Probably actually have a full squad. I think that's because I was trying to beat it with 2 champions to 3-star it. I didn't get anywhere near. Do I want... probably want... do I want him instead of him? Or him? No, this will be fine. So, this should be enough. We've obviously done this before. Smash them! Oh, there you go. Ethan's in with the clan comment at the top now. Ethan's claimed his spot on the stream. Hello, all. Hey. I've claimed it back. I've claimed it back. Come on, you can't let me have the comment at the top of my own stream. That's just unacceptable, surely. We could probably be trying to level up a champion while we're doing this. So if we take... so these are all maxed out. Have we got anyone we were in the middle of leveling up? Not really. So they need leveling up. So if we take them out and put them in, we should then be able to level them up to 40, which is what we're trying to do, or at least get them towards it. Lee, thank you very much. Well done. Hard work has paid off. Thank you. Might be hard work, but goodness me, it's fun work. So it's all for the best. Lots of fun has been had along the way. Green tea is in. Heyo. Heyo to green tea. Someone has reached level 10, has joined the raid. So I'm assuming that was Terry. Have you just hit level 10, Terry? That at least confirms that it works. The thing has disappeared now. The raid widget is now just disappeared. It's only good for one go. Our raid widget is broken, everybody. Oh, so that's not Terry, so that's someone else who's working through. Thank you to whoever the someone else is that was working through. I need to try and fix the widget because it has just died. How do we think I'm going to go about doing this? We go into overlays and try and work out why it's broken. Oh, but it's working on there. So if I just paste the new version in, try reloading overlays maybe. There we go. Got it back. So we've now got 2 people. Thank you very much. 2 people who've made it to level 10. Takes about half an hour to do. So that's 2 of you who've done it so far. Thank you very much. We are making some progress. Beautiful stuff. Thank you for the support. You have to do a save on Football Manager to get Rangers to win 10 in a row. What, Queen's Park Rangers? Win 10 what in a row? Win 10 Carabao Cups in a row with QPR? We can do that. That seems doable. As Jack says, I won't ever manage Rangers or Celtic. Because Rangers and Celtic fans generally get very unpleasant about the other team. And I don't need the unpleasantness in my community. I've probably got just as many Celtic fans as Rangers fans. It's going to really upset half of them and only mildly amuse the other half. They're the only clubs that are on my I'll never manage list. Although Man United are on that list as well now because they've been wangs about Football Manager in general. So Man United are on my never manage again list. But they're the only three, really. Right, I think we've now done this 7 times. Yeah. So we've used 50 energy. We've done that 7 times. Now, to finish off the daily quest, we just need to make 4 artifact or accessory upgrade attempts. So, what have we got that can be upgraded? A lot of these are already fully upgraded. Level 16. Right, he's got some gear there that we can level up. So if we upgrade that to 12, just hit upgrade and let it auto upgrade, that should get us the rest of the daily achievement things done. I think we only have to do 4 attempts. I think, yeah, that's done it. But we might as well take it up to 12 because once we get to level 12, that gives us the next bonus. So there's no point leaving it sat there on 10. We've got coins to burn, so we may as well burn them. I'm on 12 and it didn't count. Did you download it tonight, Ethan, through my link? Because I vaguely remember you saying you downloaded it last night. So if you downloaded it last night just out of the App Store or something, it won't count. It had to be through my link today. Never mind. We'll ask them to add you to the list. I don't think they will. Email the nice people of Raid Shadow Legends. I downloaded it in advance because I was so excited when I heard the promo was coming. That's how good of a salesman Kev is. Please give him lots of money. Which is what we're all looking for. Lots of money for Kev. This is taking forever. There we go. So we've done a weekly quest as well with that. So we can claim our final daily quest and claim them up there. And then we've got the weekly quests. We've got that. So there's a couple more weeklies to do. Monthly we're miles away from because I've not played it yet this month. Although I say we're miles away from. Got to do the daily quest another 26 times. Oh ho, oh ho! Terry has reached level 10. Terry has joined the raid. Thank you very much, Terry. Round of applause for Terry for reaching level 10, which apparently is just going to make the widget disappear every time someone does that. That seems like a design flaw. But at least we know the tracking is working. Thank you, Terry. Have we got anyone else working through it at the moment? Okay, so what I'm keen to do, I want to know what this guy is there for. It's a limited time fusion event. Well, I don't have anything to fuse him with. I just don't want him to be there. He's distracting. What is this event? What have we got going on? Would I like LMA Manager to come back? I never played LMA Manager. I don't see what the benefit in it coming back would be. I wouldn't play it because I'd play Football Manager. I don't have time for multiple Football Manager games. There's a new one that's come out today, isn't there? A new football management game. I've got no interest in playing that either because I play FM. Right, we've got some of the playtime rewards as well. Right, let's jump in here again. What I'm interested in learning about is the Doom Tower because it's hard. So the Doom Tower is a little bit different to everything else. The deeper into it you get, the more rewards you get, but you have to start from the bottom floor and then kind of work up. So if I use my best team, what's that? Best teams. What's the best teams in? I thought it was going to give me a clue. So we're on the first floor of the Doom Tower. Sorry, since when did you come over? I've just started watching your series on FM21. I'm not sure what you mean. What? When? How long have we been playing Raid? Is that what you mean? I don't think I understand the question. What level is the Doom Tower unlocked at? I don't know, 15 maybe? I don't remember. By the time the Doom Tower, I was high enough level already before the Doom Tower came out, because it's quite new. What's level 40, is it? By me. Oh, you started watching my Kettering series on FM21. I get you. Well, I hope you're enjoying it. We're getting our backsides handed to us in the first battle of the first floor of the Doom Tower. I am just not ready for the Doom Tower. I think he was asking how long I've been into Raid. I think I started playing it back end of last year. I'm 230 days deep into this. Nice. I play it in fits and starts. I'll be completely honest with you. Every time they pay me to do an ad spot for it, I then play it for about a month afterwards, and then have to wean myself off it again. And just when I've broken the addiction, they come back and offer me more money to talk about it again. And now I'm going to be back in for another month now. So try the Royal Guard as my leader. I'll try that because this isn't working at all. Did not work at all. So he's the Royal Guard, isn't he? Is that the Royal Guard? I need their names to appear on the screen. I think he's the Royal Guard. We'll try him this way around. Why is it telling me to click on champions? What can I do with her? Is there some kind of upgrade? Oh, we've got a thing. Have we got a thing she can have? So what flavour is she? She's a barbarian. Have we got something for barbarians? No. Well, then why tell me we have? What a horrible game. It's just picking on me. Right, so let's try it with the Royal Guard as the lead. This is where we need a 230-day veteran, a tactician, telling me how to adjust my team. If the same 5, just with a different leader, do better, then I've still got so much to learn about this game. Because I guess he gives us the bonus for whatever the sword one is, fighting or strength or whatever it's for. Attack. Is it an attack bonus from the Royal Guard? They've got green stench coming off them. So this is where we got battered last time, round 2 of this one. So we're going through with a full squad. What a difference it made. Royal Guard's aura is like 30% attack. Nice. We are doing all right. I'm glad I upgraded him. Always thinking. I knew this was always the plan. Always the plan. Always. It's what we were looking for all along. We're still not going to win, I don't think. Oh, my word. I'm leaving the Doom Tower again. This is what I mean. Every time I try and play the Doom Tower, I just get my backside handed to me. And I don't really understand what's going on or how much work I have to put in to actually get better at it. Because I guess the thing is, my squad is pretty much built for the arena. Because on the quests that you get, I think it's the objectives list, I got stuck on, I think you had to get to gold on the arena. I got stuck there for like 2 weeks. So I really honed in all my leveling up on making a good arena team to get gold on the arena so I could carry on progressing with the objectives. And because of that, everything is so skewed towards the arena. I spent 4.5 hours last night doing an account takeover for a lovely elderly woman in the States. It was good fun. Nice. So you're properly into Raid then. I like it. I like it when we attract a Raid expert. It's good when we get a few experts in. So then I get to learn as well. It's close to stalemate here. We're slowly but surely grinding them down. 1,400 hours. Wow. That's up there with how much I've played Football Manager 21. We're at the same kind of levels. Hey! Right. Do you reckon we've got any chance of making it through the next one? We'll try. Try and progress. Kiva, how you doing? Welcome along. You keep changing your Twitch name. Confuses me. Is it the same account with different names, or do you have lots of Twitch accounts? I don't understand what's going on. I'm easily confused. Right, these guys have got different steam coming off them. We're getting battered here, aren't we? The team's all attack. You need some support to heal or weaken the team. Yeah, so we need to level some people up, don't we? What do you recommend for that? Should we have a look through my champions and see who we can focus on leveling up? Because we've got an absolute ton of gems, of gold, of energy. We could just sit and play this constantly for like 8 hours with all the resources we've got. Left you a present in your gaming Discord page. I need to see what the present is. Oh, what's this? You have got some champions there, haven't you? My word. My word. This is a new one, as I couldn't remove the login information on my old one. But there we go. Right, so we've lost. We're coming out of the silly Doom thing. I'm not very good at it. It makes me cross. Are there any dungeons open tonight? Does that mean it's open now or opening for us? So the Spirit Keep is open. Do we need any green potions? Green potions might be handy. Let's have a look at my champion zone. We can decide who we need to level up. So, we still want to max them out, but maybe we need to go and find someone else to do us some support. Who do you recommend as my support person then? Them? Could be them. It's going to take some leveling. So, how many chickens have we got? So she's already a 5-star epic, but we just need to level her up. She hasn't even got any armor, so should we kit her out? Right, what do we want to kit her out with? As you can see, we have lots of gear. Lots of gear. Shaman isn't all that good. What would you recommend then out of what we've got? Got 2 War Maidens there. Why do we have a second War Maiden? I'd look at the 6-starring War Maiden. Problem with that is it's such a long process because we've only got... We've got 1 chicken. 1 5-star chicken. And then we've got those 3. So we need another 2 5-stars. We need to bring several more. So we've got a War Maiden. We could. Oh, we've got a few here that we could level up to 5-star. We've got a lot of 4-star, 4 stars on 40. Why have we got all these? What's Past Kev been up to here? So if we just, so we don't want to get rid of the epic ones. I like to keep my epic ones. We've got a lot of epic ones. We can get rid of these rares. So we've got, we don't need another War Maiden. So she can go, that one can go, that one can go. Right, so let's work through this methodically. Why am I not in the tavern? So we've got you. We want to upgrade you. So we have got some chickens. Do we not have... Why are these all locked? Why are they locked? I don't know why some of these are locked. Are they epic? Is that why? Can I not tell that? Is there no way to tell they're epic from this screen? That's frustrating. Ah! Ah! Right. So, start again. We've got 3 chickens. Boink, boink, boink. How do I know they're uncommon? Is there some kind of icon on there that identifies them as rare or epic or something? Is it a color coding thing? I haven't learnt the color codes if that's the case. So is that one uncommon? Grey border. No, that's a green border. So him, he's the grey border, isn't he? But I've already spent time leveling him. That's frustrating, Past Kev. Why have you done that? So use those 3 to upgrade her, so that'll bring her up to 5. Okay, we're doing it. So we've got a chicken. So we want to level her up. Now we've got doink, 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 doink. We can do it. Can we do it? I think we can do it. The only problem is she's epic, isn't she? So we want to keep her. Her sponsor stream, he's learning from the chat. This is how it works. This is how we do these things. So we'll level someone else up. We'll level another one of these 4s up first. If we can find a way to do it. So if we take... So the epic ones... Is epic the blue border? Is she epic? No, she's red, so he's epic. So green, presumably, is not very good. Am I right in saying that? Are you meant to show us what to do? It's not what they've asked me to do. They've asked me to just play it. I'm just meant to show you that it's fun to play. We can learn together. So we want to keep the epics. So the epics are the ones with the little icon at the bottom, aren't they? Green is rare. We don't need to worry about rares then. So we haven't quite got enough. So we need to now go down to the 3 stars. And this is where I probably need to level up some more 3s. So we can upgrade him. Where's my uncommons down here? You. That gets you up to 4. So it's complicated maths. Heading back to work. Feel free to DM me in Discord. Thank you very much. You've been very helpful so far. You'll regret offering. Right, so we can also level up this one. So we'll take some of these lower level ones down here again. Oh no, we don't want to do that. Okay. So they can go in there, and then we should... Is football coming home? If you're French, yeah. We talked about it quite a lot earlier. Obviously, England aren't winning the Euros. I'd like to think that's obvious to everybody. Sorry if I'm ruining anybody's summer by saying that. But I'd like to think we all know England aren't winning the Euros. Don't we? We must all know that. All right, so we'll do that. Now we should be able to do my... I'm stupid then because I believe. Have you looked at how the tournament breakdown works then? It's not that you're stupid. You might just be a little bit over optimistic, maybe. I wouldn't say stupid is the right word. Right. Here you go. We're getting here now. And then we need to spend some time leveling her up once she's 6. But this is getting her to 6-star. Now we've got to level her back up again because she goes back down to a level 1 6-star. We've got what's it to open up? Hydrate. Yeah, if it wasn't for the way the draw worked, I'd be a little bit more confident. But looking at the draw, if we win our group, we're getting knocked out in the round of 16. Here's your posture check. If we're second in our group, we're getting knocked out in the quarterfinal. I just don't see how it's avoidable. Right, now we need to really focus in on leveling up. So we'll go to that level that somebody said before. We need to level up our War Maiden a lot. So it was stage 3 that was recommended, wasn't it? So if we take you out and put you in. We'll do that. Boom. Guess what, on our day, we can have anyone. Mount, Foden, Grealish, Kane, Sancho, Bellingham. Yeah, but what you're forgetting is Harry Kane doesn't ever play well for England. And you can't walk in on a sponsored stream and say, what are you playing? I'm playing Raid Shadow Legends, which I'm sure you'll agree is a great game, Anna.
I can't, yeah, but I couldn't see what it was. I just saw, like, flames, and I wanted to play.
And our defense is trash, which is the other problem. Hello, Anna. Have you checked how many subs you've got now? Because I've told this lot that you've got affiliate. Go and have a quick look. Okay. Are you streaming tomorrow? Because I've told them you are. Yeah, I'll buy you a game. Ratchet and Clank. Should we streaming the new Ratchet and Clank game tomorrow? Yeah, she'll be playing it start to finish, but not all tomorrow. Yeah, England's defence and goalkeeper are trash. So that's what's going to let us down. It doesn't matter how good we are going forward. Harry Kane doesn't fit into the way we play. And I've never seen Harry Kane have a good game of football, so I don't watch club football. At least not Premier League. And the defence is dirt. We'll do a pass, outscore the opposition. I don't think you can outscore the opposition when the opposition is France and Portugal. It's all right when the opposition is Lincoln. A little bit different. Right, we're leveling up our War Maiden. She's already up to level 5. This is all to help us in that Doom Tower. Southgate plays it too safe. Exactly. I mean, if he's playing a back 5 against Croatia, I mean, what's the 11 for Croatia, do we think, then? We talked before about a back 3 of Shaw, Stones and Walker. Is he then playing more fullbacks wider then? So then going to be Trippier and Chilwell as wing-backs. So we're actually playing a back 5. Let's not call it a back 3 if it's a back 5. Or is he sacrificing Sancho to play as a wing-back? I won't have it called a back 3 if it's actually a back 5. If Southgate wins the Euros, does he get knighted? Yeah, presumably. I'm Irish and it's not coming back to Ireland as we're not in it. I mean, fair assessment. Can't really argue with that. Let's have predictions for starting 11s. You can buy XP with your gems. Is that so? I will go and have a look in a minute to see how we do that. Back 7, Kev, as Rice and Henderson or Phillips. I assume is what you mean by the Leeds trash. Calvin Phillips was great in my Leicester save. That was his level. Right. So how do we buy XP? Presumably we go into the shop. And then what, we go in... Ah, no, that's an XP boost. Is it an XP boost we can buy? Or can we buy actual XP? Did you say buy an XP percentage? Okay, so we buy that, yeah? Let's buy that then. And is that now set up?
Have 8.
Anna's on 8 subs already, boys and girls. If you want a founder's badge for Anna, you've got to be in the next 2 subs at Miss LOLLUJO. Dave must have knocked them down. Say Andy's already asleep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lucky you.
Lucky me.
It is fun. That's why you should join the raid. You've previously downloaded it because I've had your phone off you and got it downloaded for you. But you should play it. Soupsy, thank you very much for the sub. Grimmy's got picked a 2-man team of Pickford and Stones. Is that who we're going for? Do we have the rest of an 11? Why can't I sub on Twitch? I don't know. Should be able to. Right, so with the 100% XP boost, we should level up our War Maiden even quicker. And then we can have another crack at the Doom Tower. That's the plan. What I am going to do is show you another trailer in a moment. Because we've got so many trailers to look at. I've got to look at trailers. I've got to convince a few more of you to type in !raid and get Raid Shadow Legends downloaded, get yourselves up to level 10 and join the raid. We're picking the team we think we play or the team we want to play. Try both. What do we think is going to play? Let's do who we think is going to play first. Is Henderson fit? Is Maguire fit? There you go. She's leveling up nicely now. Lovely stuff. Right. Let's just grab another one of these trailers. So, bump the volume up again for a minute. I should put that on the actual slider on the Go XLR rather than always having to do it in there. Let's pick another trailer. We will have... They got a Doom Tower one. Might teach me about the Doom Tower. Doesn't look like it. Very sad. I want to learn. Let's have a look at this one. Why have we got no sound? Well, this one's no good. It's got no sound. Is it just me not hearing that? Were you hearing anything there? Try this one. There we go.
Forget everything you know about collection RPGs. Play with millions of summoners on mobile and PC. Raid Shadow Legends. Download it now on Plarium Play.
Yeah. It's so pretty. It is ridiculous that a mobile game can be this pretty. Again, I know... Oh, that's too loud. What have you done? I know we're playing it on PC, so it looks good when we're playing it. But those screenshots were from PC. If you've played... I play it on my iPhone as well. And it is just a pretty game. Right, so the team you think is going to play... Pickford, Shaw, Stones, Mings, Walker, James, Rice, Mount, Foden, Sancho, Kane. And you think we're going to win the tournament with that? Good Lord. A back 5, which includes Tyrone Mings. Declan Rice sat in front of a back 5, so effectively a back 6. Oh, it's hideous. It's hideous. Pickford, James, Walker, Cody, Stones, Shaw, Rice, Mount, Sancho, Kane, Grealish. These are all horrible. If that's genuinely what we're doing, that's horrible. That is a back 6. You know, Pumpster, I know we're not winning the tournament. With our defence, there's not a chance we're winning the tournament. The only thing we've got is midfielders. And a striker who's good for his club, but not for England. Shady's in! For his favourite game. Harry Kane's pretty good. Is he? Bear in mind, I don't watch the Premier League. But I do watch all the tournaments. I don't watch any of the qualifiers. I only watch tournaments. International tournaments and Posh. He's never played against Posh or for Posh. So I've only watched him play in actual tournaments. I've never seen Harry Kane have a good game of football. He got the World Cup Golden Boot. Yeah, by scoring penalties and goals against weak opposition. I think he'll play Pickford, Walker, Stones, Shaw, Trippier, Henderson. I've never seen anyone put a team in the order you're putting them in. I'm trying to get this in my head. So Pickford in goal, and a back three, are we saying? No, a back two of Walker and Stones. Then you've got two right wing backs. Are we doing this right? I'm lost. Grimmy, I'm lost. Don't want to suggest you're not best placed to make a prediction, but having not watched these past 3 years, I think you might not be best placed. Well, I've seen both of the friendlies, and Kane was rubbish. So, tell me what's good about Harry Kane. I hear he had a good season playing for Spurs in a completely different system, with completely different players around him. I mean, I'd love to be wrong, but I've just never seen him have a good game. I watched him get a World Cup Golden Boot without playing well at any point. So, I'm just interested what makes him any good for England. Or is it just reputation? Because reputation doesn't win you World Cups. And if it does, we've got Tyrone Mings. So, he balances Kane out, presumably. I play Henderson, Trippier, Stones, Cody, Shaw, Bellingham, Mount, Foden, Grealish, Rashford, Kane. What is that? A 4-4-2? A 4-4-2 basically. Southgate has to pick a squad based on Prem form. No, he doesn't. He has to pick a squad based on what's going to be your best England team. Saying you have to pick a squad based on Prem form is what made us play Lampard, Gerrard and Scholes together in midfield so many times, even though it just didn't work. You don't have to pick the best. Being England manager isn't about picking the 11 best players. It's about picking the best team for England. And if the best team doesn't include Harry Kane, you don't pick him, even if he's our best player. If he doesn't fit into the way you want to play, you don't play him. My guess at 11 will be Pickford, James, White, Stones, Shaw, Rice, Henderson, Foden, Sancho, Grealish, Kane. That's the closest to looking like a football team we've seen so far, I think. Who would I play there? Ivan Toney. That's the thing. That kind of is the point that I'm making. We've not got a defence. I don't think we've necessarily got a striker either. I think we've got several very good young attacking midfield players. And that's about it. Just have fond memories of Ben White from being at Posh. Like I said earlier in the stream, he was certainly in our top 4 centre-backs 2 years ago when he was playing for us. I certainly wouldn't have picked him 2 years ago to be going to the Euros. Should have took Ward-Prowse. He's best dead ball player in England. And they have a lot of fast, skillful players who win a lot of free kicks. Makes sense. Team I'd like to see: Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Chilwell, Henderson, Mount, Grealish, Sancho, Kane, Foden. Yeah, I mean, that looks like a football team. I still wonder where goals are coming from in it. England have never had a decent defence in the last 20 years, was their issue. I mean, that's not true, Shady. There was a time when England's back 4 was Gary Neville, Rio Ferdinand, Sol Campbell, Ashley Cole. That was a very good defence. Yeah, there was John Terry as well. I forget about him. There's been plenty of times England have had a good defence. Now is not one of those times. We need players to play that will set up Kane a lot for him to play well. But I doubt he'll play Saka much, if at all. Just thought I'd try and get a bite. Yeah. But that's the thing, though. You look back at the that England team, and then the midfield of Beckham, Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes, and then up front, who would it have been up front in the team at that point? It was probably after Shearer's time. Who was next? Rooney, Owen. That was a good England team that didn't manage to win anything. You compare that squad to this squad, and people actually think we're going to win. Guessing Kane will play deep and have two wingers getting the goals. Who are your two wingers then if you do that? You don't want Grealish playing ahead of Kane, surely. You want Grealish playing a little bit deeper. No one thought Greece were going to win the Euros. Yeah, but lots of people think England are going to win the Euros. It doesn't apply here. Rashford and Sancho. Does Rashford score a lot of goals at club level? Is he a goal scorer? I know Sancho gets a few for Dortmund. But is Rashford a goal scorer? For me, Grealish next to Rice with Foden and Sancho. The only plus side has to old sizes. They aren't all in club cliques. Old teams have come out saying they just stayed with their clubs because they were used to hating each other. Yeah. Grealish would be so much better if he didn't keep falling over when there's a gust of wind. Grealish is England's best player from what I've seen so far. Grealish is awesome. Not just because he's awesome in the Streamer Showdown. I really like Jack Grealish. People thought England were going to win the World Cup, then they lost to Croatia. Again, I don't think people did think England were going to win the World Cup, Shady. I distinctly remember saying a lot at the time. We've not played anyone any good yet. Right, War Maiden is slowly levelling herself up again. We were a world-class midfielder from winning that World Cup, it feels like. And has that world-class midfielder emerged in the last 3 years? Is there anyone world-class in that England squad? Do England have a single world-class player? Kane is world-class. At club level, maybe. Like I say, he needs to actually do it for England. And then you might convince me he's world-class. So we've got one world-class player, and we play a system that doesn't suit him. Well, our manager's a genius. Our manager's a genius. If we've only got one world-class player, surely you build a team to get the best out of him. Which, as much as I ridicule Tottenham a lot, means you line up exactly like Tottenham. Kane has 34 goals from 54 England games. He does his job well enough. Yeah, but how many of them were scored against top opposition? And remember, he's the penalty taker. And he plays against a lot of really, really poor teams. How many goals has he got against top 10 teams in the world for England? Is that Kev saying Grealish is England's best player? Yes. Based on what I've seen, which is the 2 friendlies and what I saw at the last World Cup, which is all I've seen of any of these players. Grealish just looked a level above everybody else. I don't understand why he's at Villa. Say that about most strikers. Oh, I agree you can say that about most strikers. But most strikers of that level, you see them have a good game occasionally. I'll keep asking it until someone gives me a satisfactory answer, because no one is. Tell me when Harry Kane last had a good game for England at a tournament. Tell me when Harry Kane ever had a good game for England at a tournament. I would love to hear all about it. You can't be a world-class player if you've never had a good game in an international tournament, surely. Adama. My word. My word. Ooh, a hound spawn. Right, let's jump out of this for a bit. We've leveled up quite nicely. We can jump back into the arena for a bit. We've got 20 shards that have emerged as well. How are we doing in this event? Which event are we doing? The Dungeon Divers event. So we're collecting some silver for that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. The arena will have refreshed now. So let's check that I've not ruined my arena team. Got to do some more arena. So we can now refresh the list. Right, let's smash through some arena. That'll help level her up as well. Harry Kane was fantastic at the World Cup. He worked his socks off and scored. Oh my God. Did we watch the same World Cup? I don't remember him really doing anything other than scoring penalties and just kind of lumbering around up front, not really doing a lot. Maybe I'm just used to watching good strikers play for Posh. He wasn't influencing the games at all. Gig Doyle, thank you very much for the sub. Maybe I'm spoiled because all I ever see is my team having the best striker in the league, and it's all I see year on year. So I'm used to strikers being the best player in the team, looking better than everybody else, destroying opposition. I've never seen that from Kane. You listen to the commentators. I saw him press fantastically and Link play nicely. I mean, if we're trying to sound clever, I didn't even have the commentators on because I watched the whole of the World Cup in a hospital waiting room because it was while Anna's mum was in hospital, so there was no sound. So I absolutely didn't listen to the commentators because I couldn't hear them. I watched the game and watched Harry Kane not really be a part of any of them. Are you a Spurs fan, Pumpster, by any chance? You seem to really, really like Harry Kane, and I don't understand it. Sent you a link on Twitter of the countries Kane has scored against. I'm intrigued. Is it? I'm only showing this if it backs me up. If this makes me look like I'm wrong, we need to fix it. So teams Kane has scored against. So there you go. Got one against Germany there. One against France. So were they important games? No, they were friendlies. So we don't really count them. So he scored against good teams in friendlies. And wow. So what we've learnt there is Harry Kane has never scored a goal against a top 10 team in a competitive match. World class, ladies and gentlemen. Oh dear. Goals shouldn't be the be all and end all. If you're playing one striker, they're pretty important. Yeah, I mean, like I say, this is why I've never seen him have a good game. I think it's very difficult when you're playing with a lone striker and trying to make the argument that he's our one world-class player and he's our best player. I think it's very difficult to go from that stance to then say it doesn't matter that he doesn't score against decent opposition, though. It doesn't matter that all of his goals have come in friendlies or against Ross. Haven't you won the showdown 6 times with bad football knowledge? Yeah, because the showdown is about Football Manager, not football. That's the mistake everybody makes. They play football. I play Football Manager. He doesn't work as a lone striker in the system, though. He's always got players around him, which is exactly the point I'm making. If he is our best player, I'm willing to concede he's a good player. But because we don't play in a system that suits him, I've never seen him have a good game because I only watch England play in tournaments. So because of that, we may as well not have him. You either build the team around him and play a system that suits Harry Kane, or you drop him and play someone who suits the system that you want to play. What you don't do is take Harry Kane, a player who doesn't fit into England's system, and just play him anyway because he's good for Spurs. That makes no sense. What system would suit him? Whatever Spurs play. If he plays well for Spurs, do that. I'm not a Harry Kane expert. I've never seen him have a good game. However Spurs play, do that. If he looks good for Spurs, then England should play like Spurs if he's our only world-class player. It's really that simple. And if he's not good enough to build the entire system around him, then you drop him and play someone else. Are you saying we shouldn't have taken the captain? I mean, a striker should never be captain, end of. That's like football basics. I would never make a striker the captain. And no, I'm not saying we shouldn't have taken him. I'm saying we should either build a team around him or not play him. I'm not saying he shouldn't be in the squad. For goodness sake, Tyrone Mings is in the squad. But there's no point having him and not playing a system that suits him. And you know this as well. You're just being argumentative. Spurs don't win anything. Don't play like them. So let me get this straight. I'm trying to follow the train of thought here. Harry Kane is our only world-class player. The only way to get him to play well is play like Spurs. But playing like Spurs means we won't win anything. But if we circle back round, forcing a square peg into a round hole also means we won't win anything. So I think, whether you like the consensus we've reached or not, the consensus is we shouldn't play Harry Kane. Because we're just circling around it. If the only way we can play well, if the only way he can play well is in a team that isn't playing well, then don't play him. Portugal won the Euros by playing a system that suited Ronaldo. Exactly. Either build a system that gets everything out of Kane or don't bother playing him. What if the system ruins the balance elsewhere? But at the moment, Kane may as well not be in the team because he contributes nothing. He's just a penalty taker. What's the point? Play someone in there who's actually going to do something. I don't know who that man is because I haven't seen anyone else in these last 2 friendlies who looks like they're any kind of threat up front either. Take Ivan Toney. At least he's a proper striker who can play up front on his own, if that's what you want to do. Kane contributes nothing. You can't really cite the friendlies for an awful lot. I'll cite the last World Cup as well. He didn't have a good game. I will bring... I mean, you're hammering this same point whilst constantly avoiding the one question I'm asking you that you can't answer. Tell me, give me the example of a good game he's had in a tournament. Ever. A good game he's had ever in a tournament. He did win a golden boot in the last World Cup with a hat-trick against Ross and a bunch of penalties. I'd have won a golden boot in that World Cup, given the opportunities he was given. Kane's goals in the World Cup were 3 versus Panama, 2 versus Tunisia, and apparently versus Colombia. Exactly. Do I think Tony is better than Kane? No, of course not. Do I think Tony would be more useful playing as a lone striker with, let's say, Rashford and Sancho either side of him? Yes, I do. I think Tony would lap that up. Because it suits the way he plays. Because it obviously doesn't work with Kane. Because it hasn't worked with Kane. I'm all for trying this strikerless thing. Give that a try. See how that works out. If you had a prime Rooney in the team rather than Kane, would you think England could win the Euros? No, because the defence is still dross. Remember, we didn't win the Euros when we had a good team. This is nowhere near as good as that good team. We're not winning it. It nearly did it in the World Cup. The World Cup, we didn't play anyone good until we got knocked out. We basically got a bye to the semi-final and then lost as soon as anyone challenged us. Oh dear. This is why going to football matches frustrates me, because you get so many football fans who apparently don't pay any attention to what goes on the pitch and just look at the result. Oh, we won 2-0. That must have been a good performance. Oh, we lost today. We must have played badly. We got to the World Cup semi-final because it would have been an absolute disgrace if we hadn't, based on who we played. I mean, I invite you all back to my stream on, hold on. When did we say? The 27th of June is the day England are getting knocked out of the Euros. I'll be streaming at 7 o'clock that night. England get knocked out at 5 o'clock. I'll be streaming at 7 o'clock. So I would love to continue this conversation 7 p.m. Sunday the 27th of June, when England have been knocked out of the tournament and Kev's been proven right. It'll be lovely. And I bet none of you turn up because you hate Kev being right. Oh dear. Like I said before, England came up against 2 decent teams at the World Cup and they lost to both of them. Exactly. Some of you were talking a lot of sense. Some of you are blinded by its coming home fever. And it'll pass. It'll pass very quickly. We're not getting knocked out on my birthday. I won't allow it. The only way we avoid getting knocked out on the 27th is if we lose on Sunday. If we can manage to successfully lose against Croatia, which I think we need to try and do, because winning this group is dumb. So if we manage to lose on Sunday, we then survive until the following weekend when we get knocked out in the quarterfinal. Oh dear. Don't get me wrong. If we win the whole thing, I'll be as delighted as anybody. I just don't see it happening. I'll turn up as a mod, but also I'm Scottish, so our tournament will already be over. Oh dear. We're going to need Scotland. If we beat Croatia, we're going to need Scotland to do us a massive favour and beat us. We win the whole thing, I'm buying you a Kane England shirt, and I will say thank you very much. I mean, believe me, I would like nothing more than for us to win the whole thing, Kane to be outstanding, for him to score 8 goals, get another golden boot, look like the world-class player everyone's telling me he is, I would be over the moon. I'd be delighted. I just don't see it. Even if England comes second in the group, they'll lose to Spain or Poland. I don't think we'd lose to Poland. If we manage to get past Croatia, we shouldn't lose to Poland. I wouldn't have thought. England win the Euros. Get a Gareth Southgate tattoo if you're that confident. No, because I don't want a Gareth Southgate tattoo. I'm not a gambler. Lewandowski versus our defence. Well, some of you were making the argument before that Lewandowski's just like Kane and only scores against bad teams. So I guess he would score against our defence. I'm an Arsenal fan, and even I can tell you Kane is world-class striker, top 6 or 7 in the world. Do you not agree, Kev? Like I keep saying, I don't watch the Premier League. I've only seen him playing for England in tournaments, and I've never seen him have a good game. So I believe you lot see him play really well for Spurs. And I can't comment on that because I've never seen him play for Spurs. I haven't watched a game that Tottenham were involved in for like 10 years. I have no idea how he plays at club level. I can only judge it based on what I saw in the last World Cup and what I've seen in these friendlies, because I've not watched any of the qualifiers. I've watched Harry Kane play, what, 6 or 7 games of football in the last 3 years? And from what I've seen, I've not seen him play well in any of those 6 or 7 games. And that could just be that he had 6 or 7 pretty rubbish games. But if you're telling me they were representative, if you're telling me that last World Cup was Harry Kane at his best, then he's not world class. But if he's much better than that and he just had an iffy World Cup where he scored against some bad teams and got a few penalties and lucked his way into a golden boot, and he's actually much better than that week in, week out, then yeah, I'll believe you. People talk about him like he's a superstar. What do I deem as world class? One of the best players in the world. I should be able to watch them play and say, yeah, they're obviously head and shoulders above everybody else on this pitch. Cristiano Ronaldo is obviously world class. There's an example. Former England players who've been world class. Rooney was world class at his best. Certainly a younger Wayne Rooney. When Rooney first burst into the England team, he was world class. I would say Steven Gerrard was world class. I would say Paul Scholes was world class. Gaza was world class, yeah. Shearer was world class. Yeah, Rio Ferdinand. I'd say Rio Ferdinand was world class. What constitutes a good game for a striker in your view, Kev? Some of the all-time greats were renowned for being anonymous in games but scoring out of nothing at the right moment. Well, if they're doing that against good teams, then great. But we've just seen Kane doesn't do that. Kane only scores in friendlies or against rubbish opposition. We just saw the facts. We're looking at Kane playing for England. He's never scored a goal against a good team in a competitive match. So, for me, a good performance as a striker is that you constantly look like a goal threat. It's what I'm used to seeing from all my posh strikers. Lampard, I don't know that I would put Lampard in the world-class category. I was never much of a Frank Lampard fan. I think Frank Lampard was a very good Premier League player. And if he hadn't have been in the same generation as Gerrard and Scholes, would have been a very, very good England player. As it was, he was just kind of in the way a lot of the time. He certainly wasn't in the same league as Gerrard or Scholes. How many games against elite teams have we played? No idea. Main reason Kane doesn't do much versus bigger teams is because they mark him to death. Well, then if he was world class, he would find a way around that, wouldn't he? Beckham was... See, I would question whether Beckham was world class as a footballer. He was certainly a world-class set-piece taker. And he was definitely a big game player. Beckham's probably on the cusp of being world-class for me. Right, let's... we've done a lot of arena now. Let's jump back in. We're not going to do... You know what? We've not done the clan boss. Should we do some clan boss? What have people been doing on the clan boss today? So that one's already done. Shall we try and help out with the normal clan boss? We've got 13 hours remaining. Let's try and do some clan boss. Lampard better than Gerrard. He's in the top 5 Prem goal scorers from midfield. That doesn't make him world class. That just means he's a good goal scorer. There's plenty of players who score lots of goals who aren't world class. Lampard was a very good midfield player. He wasn't as good as Steven Gerrard. Obviously. Yeah, I'm not by any... I am absolutely saying Frank Lampard was a very good midfield player. Would he have made it into team of his generation? No, obviously not. Trying to think of an example now of a player who scored lots of goals in the Premier League that's not world class. Here's one. Ian Wright. Scored loads of goals for Arsenal in the 90s. Obviously not world class though. Scored loads of goals for Arsenal. There's probably lots more. Matt Letizia, I don't even know if he scored loads of goals, did he? Yeah, Kevin Phillips is another good example. Drogba, I never really saw enough of to be able to judge. Drogba may well have been world class for now. Yeah, Jamie Vardy's a fantastic example. Really top level goal scorer, but obviously not a world class player. Yeah, Jamie Vardy's a brilliant recent example. Nobody is saying that Jamie Vardy's world class. Yeah, Jermaine Defoe's another good example. So just because Frank Lampard scored lots of goals doesn't mean he was a world class player. Just means he's scored lots of goals in a good team. You're naming strikers. Lampard was a midfielder. So what? Just scoring lots of goals doesn't make a midfielder world class. I don't really understand the point you're trying to make. Just means he was greedy. Love it. Is Aguero world class? Again, I've not seen enough of him. You got to remember, the criteria for me watching football matches is I watch Posh, I watch England in tournaments, and I watched the Premier League until about 10 years ago. So I've not really seen Aguero play. So I don't know. I imagine Man City are building a statue of him, aren't they? So he probably is. Why did I stop watching the Prems? It just became all about money. Became boring. Chelsea and Man City ruined it for everybody. I just lost interest when it just became who's got a competition of who can spend the most money, who's got the most money. And it stopped actually being about sport. I just lost interest. It wasn't like a conscious decision. I just lost interest. I went to uni in 2009, so I didn't have Sky for like a year. And when I got it back again, I just never really got back into watching it. Just never really... kind of lost interest gradually over the years as it became more and more predictable and boring. What do I think of Ryan Giggs? What, as a player? Or currently? Did I watch Leicester in their title winning season? No. Because again, that was within the last 10 years or so. Kane versus the other 5 of the Big Six in 62 Premier League games. He has 10 goals, including pens. So it's not just for England, it's at club level as well. He doesn't perform against the better teams. How many of those 10 were penalties? If you've got the stats to hand. I think that's really interesting. So Harry Kane looks great against teams that aren't very good. But against the real top teams, he doesn't play very well. Right. We are smashing through this. We've still got 2 keys. So we can probably take normal down on our own here, I think. Kane is a class striker, but not world class. Interesting. So we've gone from Kane being our only world class player to him not being world class. So on that basis, we've now got no world class players. And there's still loads of you who think England are winning the Euros without a single world class player. Really? Really? Spurs are never the dominant team in those big games. Posh are often not the dominant team. But Johnson, Clark Harris still got 30 plus goals this year. Ivan Toney still would have got 30 goals last year if we'd have finished the season. Jack Marriott still got 30 goals before that. I can keep going. Britta Sombalonga, Dwight Gale, Craig McHale-Smith. We consistently have 30 goal a season plus strikers, despite not being the dominant team in all these games, because they're just good strikers. Is Sir Harrison Davies world class? Oh, of course. Definitely. White Girl never scored 30 goals for Posh in one season. He was close enough. He was a very good striker for us. But while we're all arguing about football anyway, I do hope there's some of you who've downloaded Raid Shadow Legends and are playing up to level 10 to help Kev pay for a big cabinet. Right, this last one should finish this clan boss off on normal. All on our own. We don't need a clan. We've done this all by ourselves on normal. What a hero I am. We're not bamboozling anybody with rants. I'm making the point that Posh always have strikers who score goals when they're not dominant teams. It was a response to saying, well, the reason Harry Kane doesn't score is because Spurs aren't as good as those teams are scoring against. Well, for the last 8 years, Posh have never been the best team in the division they're playing in. Yet we consistently have players who score lots of goals. You don't have to be the best team for a striker to score lots of goals. So to say Kane only scores against bad teams because they're the only ones Tottenham are better than, again suggests that Harry Kane isn't world class. I agree, League One's not the same as the Premier League, but you've got equivalents. The players are all roughly the same level in League One. They're all roughly the same level in the Premier League. It looks like we've got a 2-man Harry Kane fan club who are willing to defend him to the death, even though they've got 0 stats to back it up. I'll ask you yet again. Tell me when he's had a good game in a tournament. I've asked it like a dozen times in the last hour. Not yet had an answer. He's a world-class player who's never had a good game in a tournament. Interesting. Panama. Oh, you must be joking. Panama. Goodness me. Name one opponent in the Euros who are anywhere near as bad as Panama are. Ah, here we go. We've got stats from Liam again. 8 of the 10 Premier League goals versus the Big Six were penalties. So what we're saying is... Hold on, let's get the complete statistic. Because I'm loving this now. Liam, I'm trying to find the rest of it. What was the other? What were the stats from before? Here we go. In 62 Premier League games against the rest of the top 6, Harry Kane has scored twice from open play. In 62 games against the other 5 big teams in the Premier League, 62 games, he has scored twice from open play in 62 games. Once more for the people at the back. Twice in 62 games. And he's a world-class striker. Oh, my word. Twice in 62 games. I want that on a t-shirt. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my word. And that's our great hope as a nation. He's going to get a hat-trick against Scotland and everyone will rave the whole tournament. But that's like getting a hat-trick against Panama. No disrespect to the Scotland fans who are in. You get it, I'm sure. Right. We've got another gem from there. We need to put some people into our sparring pit. Get these leveling up. So, how do we... What do we do? We get the plus. So, let's get some of these level 4, but not epic ones, leveling up. This is what we want. Twice in 62 games. What's that? The equivalent of 10 euros? Oh, my word. Nathaniel Mendes-Lang scored the same amount of goals against the top 6 as Kane with his 2 goals against United. Does that make him world class? Oh, my word. And Mendes-Lang was dross. I know he went on and had a half-decent career after he left Posh, but for us, he was dross. I can't believe that stat. It's like no one's run those numbers before deciding he's England's best player and he's our captain. Up until February, Foden had 17 goals and assists against the top 6. Is he world class? Don't know. Barely seen him play. Can't judge him. If you're, I mean, the point you made before was Kane is our one and only world-class player, and I think we've agreed. I think we can now all agree. Obviously, that's not the case. Foden might be. I don't know. I hope he is. It'd be fantastic if Foden's great. 17 goals and assists against the top 6. I mean, that sounds fantastic. I agree, I've barely seen Kane play, but I've seen Kane play an entire World Cup and not have a good game. I've seen Foden play for a few minutes. So, I don't know, I hope he's great. Like I say, the best player I've seen in this England squad from what I've seen so far is Jack Grealish. He looks a level above everybody else. I hope there's a few other players at his level. Don't think you want Maguire as captain, so Henderson then. Not. Did you just say? Hold on, Grimmy. Walk me through this one. Jordan Henderson not a good captain. Did he not captain Liverpool to a Champions League and a Premier League? I mean, that'll do. That'll do. Foden's very good, to be fair, but don't know who advised him on the haircut. Like he's Gaza. I mean, it's just a bit of fun, I guess, isn't it? Foden and Bellingham are a bit young. They'll be world class maybe next Euros. They'll be there. Hope so. That'd be awesome. I mean, you never know. One or both of them might do a Michael Owen or a Wayne Rooney. And just explode. This tournament might be what makes them. This might be what establishes them for the next 10 or 15 years as superstars. Would love that to happen. Don't get me wrong. I want England to win the Euros. I just don't see it happening. Jordan Henderson's only played 45 minutes of football since February. That was against Romania. I'm not saying he's fit. I'm just disputing the fact Grimmy said he's not the greatest of captains. Of all the options you've got in that England squad, is there someone who's captained their team to anything else victory-wise? Henderson's got a Champions League and a Premier League under his belt. Who are the other captains in that squad who've won stuff with their clubs as captain? Maybe there is a better choice, but to me, Jordan Henderson looks like the obvious choice for England captain. I don't really see how anyone else could even be considered. Henderson has led me to some streamer showdowns too. Not saying he shouldn't be captain, just saying England don't have the most options. You don't need options, you just need one good one. Jordan Henderson, that'll do. What's the point of captains? To do the toss. You got to do the toss. I wasn't doubting his ability as captain, but I doubt he should even be playing. He might not play, who knows? Like Pumpster says, I mean, I don't really care who's captain. I don't think it really matters. If we win the thing, he'll be fit by the final. He can be the one who lifts it. Doesn't really matter. Just give it to whoever's the most capped player. Probably Kane if he starts. And if he does, build the team around him. I don't think Henderson should be playing. Ryzen and Mount should be central midfielders. Shouldn't Kane have passed versus Croatia? Don't even remember specifically what you're talking about. Why waste a squad spot on him when you could have taken Ward-Prowse? Because it's a 4-week tournament and he'll be fit by... If you're in team It's Coming Home, then you think Jordan Henderson will have plenty of time to play lots of football. Because he'll be, if he's fit enough to play 45 minutes now, he'll be fully fit in a month. So he can play in the final. My question would be, why take so many defenders? If we're doing a back three that has 2 fullbacks in it at centre-back, why do we need Maguire and Stones and Mings and White? Why? I mean, is there more centre-backs in the squad? Probably. Cody. I don't think you need to, in a 26-man squad, I think you can take Henderson. You probably don't need 8 centre-backs. But who knows? It does seem mad that with a 26-man squad, there's even discussion about so-and-so should have made it into the squad. Anyone who's any good should have got in the first 26. I think you needed more midfield players in the squad. Probably. I think we needed more strikers in the squad. Lewis Dunk didn't make it. Remember Lewis Dunk playing against Posh for Brighton years ago? Isn't he about 30 now? Don't need old men. He wasn't good enough when he was 25. He ain't good enough now. No point keeping him in, having him in for one tournament only. I can see the logic in taking Ben White, who could potentially be in the next 3 or 4 tournament squads. Take him along for some experience. Neither him or Dunk would have played, I wouldn't have thought. So take the one who's going to take it on as a learning experience. Build for the future. I'm being a biased Brighton fan. Da, 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 da. So did we agree on a starting 11 for Sunday then? Oh, obviously we didn't. The thing is, based on the 26 we've got, you probably do have to start Kane because there's not a better striker. I don't know who your striker would be. I remember when you said who would want to use auto. Yeah, now I've got all the material through from the people at Raid saying, oh yeah, just put it on auto. That's how everybody plays it. It's more about collecting and leveling up than picking your individual battles. Can I stream this more often? Realistically, I do it every couple of months as it is. I think that's probably often enough. Based on how few people seem interested in watching it. I think they should keep their bags packed. They ain't staying long. Most of them can just stay at home, can't they? Are they even having a team hotel? Especially the London-based ones. I mean, surely Harry Kane can just stay at his own house, can't he? He's not got to join up at a team hotel. That's madness. Let him sleep in his own bed. St George's Park is further away than his house. Ridiculous. He should just let everyone stay around his. That's what a real captain would do. That's what a real world-class player would do. Invite the whole squad round to his house. Home-cooked meals. Get a big old Domino's 2 for Tuesday order in. That's what a real leader would have done. That's why I don't like him, really. Let the side down. Probably has a big enough house to fit everyone. Yeah, exactly. He's got a world-class house, I've heard. It always looks good against bottom half opposition. Mrs. Kane is famous for her oven chips. Yeah, do you reckon he's got a big enough oven to feed the entire squad? I mean, to be fair, if you were number 25 or 26 selected for the squad, you can be on the 3rd round of oven chips. You don't need priority chips. You can have microwave chips. If you're Ben White, you're having microchips. Right, boys and girls, we are going to wrap the stream up in a minute. Before we go, I'm going to show you one last Raid Shadow Legends trailer. Try and urge you to do !Raid, download the game, spend half hour or so leveling yourself up to level 10 to help Kevy get paid. Kevy loves getting paid. I do like to get paid. What about Chicago Town? Exactly. Get a Chicago Town Magnificent Meat Feast. That's the best pizza. Good save, Jack. We got away with that, I think. Good save. You don't need 2 for Tuesday with them. They're good value every day. Got saved that brilliantly. Right. One more trailer for you, and then we're done. We love a trailer. We'll have this one because it looks like it's in front of a green screen, which is an interesting design choice.
champions are deeper than you think. Raid Shadow Legends.
Weird. Fair enough. Boys and girls, thank you very much for sticking with me while I did something a little bit different tonight. Stuff like this is it's all part of the business side of being able to do this, doing brand deals and things like this, and what allow me to commit as much of the time as I do to streaming in general. So as much as you'd probably rather see me playing some Football Manager, the fact that you stuck around is lovely, lovely, lovely. We're going to raid Breezy, and we'll see you back here Sunday night when we'll talk all about the football. And everyone who says Harry Kane's brilliant, come back every Sunday from now on. We're going to have a debrief. We'll have a big, long discussion from my hot tub about Harry Kane on Sunday after we played Croatia. And someone is going to be eating their words. Toodle pip, boys and girls.